This is the All-American Coaching League, presented by Axis Sports.
What's up, All-American Coaching League? Welcome back to the final night of Week 3 games here in the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. We have 3 games on tap tonight. Kansas will be traveling to beautiful San Diego this evening in our very first game, and that will be followed up by Louisiana Tech at UNLV, and then Colorado at SMU. As many of you know, Kansas ranked 14th in the nation, San Diego State 9th in the nation, and then we get to see 2 of the top 3 teams in the nation play as number 2 Louisiana Tech travels to what is UNLV here? Let's see. 12 UNLV, and number 3 Colorado will be traveling to number 20 SMU. So both teams 2 and 3 ranked in the All-American Coaching League on the road tonight to wrap up Week 3. We've had some interesting games. As you guys know, seed number 1, the number 1 team in the nation, squeaking by the other night. We've had a lot of close games this entire week. I love the competition level of this league. It's looking great. So I expect nothing less tonight. I expect 3 close games, and we're about to get to those in just a moment. I'm going to introduce to you your first crew of the night, led by Mr. The Greg Soto in the house doing play-by-play. Greg, what's up, bro?
Doing fantastic tonight, Dave. I think tonight's going to be awesome, especially this first game, Kansas at San Diego State. There's some things that are going to happen tonight. What we're going to see, we're going to be moistening the Pope. We're going to be playing Tetris. We're going to be pluking. We're going to be shafting, shagging, hanging 20 toes up. We're going to see what's going on tonight.
That sounds like a lot. Doing the color commentating for this first game is Yogi Bar. Yogi, welcome back, bro. How you been, man? I haven't seen you in like 23 hours or something.
Yeah, something like that. What do I have to do to become the Yogi Bar?
You just have to change it to your Twitch name. That's pretty much the prerequisite for that, I think.
There you go. There you go.
And then, of course, we have the wisest man in the All-American Coaching League, Gunny himself, on the third wheel tonight. Gunny, what's going on with you tonight?
I'm still trying to grip through my Merriam-Webster dictionary to figure out some of these words that Greg Soto's trying to teach me tonight.
Oh, that's amazing. Real quick, as people are still coming into the chat, I see Abba Costello and another TV viewer back. Benji Matson's in the house. He's got the first game here. Doug Britton, who's got a game later tonight. Gunny, of course. Caxtib06 is back. Lone Star Glory. Dave Axis. Packer Fred. And a few others. Thank you for joining Lone Star Glory, I think I said. Thanks for coming in and tuning in for this last night of Week 3 games in the All-American Coaching League. With that being said, I'm going to turn things over to the Greg Soto and crew while I get the game ready to kick off. So, Greg, it's all yours.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And again, thank you to Yogi and Gunny here joining me tonight. How are you gentlemen doing? Doing good?
All good, bro.
Nice. Gunny, you ready? Maybe I'll be spitting some more throughout the night. Some more of these good words tonight that we'll be talking about. Hopefully they integrate into the football game.
All right. Well, they sound good. I got my notebook ready.
Sweet. That's
check out kerplunking, Gunny. Kerplunking.
So as we see here, so we have this game right now. Number 14, Kansas. They are 1-1 going against the number 9 San Diego State that are also 1-1. We'll see what Benji Mangino or Mangino. Is it Mangino or Mangino? Mangino, right? Mangino going against Coach Robo. This will be an interesting game. So the only thing difference here that I see here is that I do believe that I believe San Diego State is using not the multi offense. I believe Coach Robo has changed that to the spread. But besides that, what do you see here, Yogi, and what do you see as the catalyst to this game?
Yeah, Cadillac Scoots is going to have a game to offset Ben Jurgenhoff.
Yeah, that's hard to do. That's going to be hard to do. What do you think, Gunny, on that defensive side? These players to watch on both teams.
Well, last week Kansas threw the ball for 416 yards in the air. So, but that might be something that the Aztecs need to look forward to in their secondary.
True, and it'll be interesting too to see how this 4-3 multi defense for Kansas does. But also, what's more intriguing, I always think here in the college football, going to 3-4, which is something that a couple of teams did at the beginning of the year in the preseason, and it did not work out well. So we'll see here how this 3-4 defense does for San Diego State, especially like you said. Kansas being able to throw around the ball. I know having another linebacker back there and should do something, but I don't know that 3-4. Especially if they start, if they could run it a little bit, Kansas, and get away from that air raid just a little bit, could expose that 3-4 defense. Yogi.
Yeah, they better have the right personnel to run that. No doubt about it.
And we'll be heading out to the field again. We'll be going out to San Diego, where it is 57 degrees and clear. So we'll be heading out to the field soon to see the Jayhawks go against these Aztecs.
Aztecs coming out in there all black. Look sharp. And it looks like Kansas is in there all whites. Should be easy to tell the other team. It should be black and white all night long.
All right, and here we are at San Diego Stadium again. Kansas, number 14 Kansas visiting number 9 San Diego State at a nice, clear 57-degree night. And here we go with the coin toss. And it looks like Kansas won the toss, and they will be kicking. So we have San Diego State receiving right now. Let's see this kind of a return. Good, about 21 yards, 23 yards for Adolph Oliver Nipple. That's a great name there, Yogi. Oliver Nipple. All over her nipple.
Name.
Wow.
Great name. All over.
And we have a 1st and 10 right now at the 26-yard line. Good run right up the middle. Oh, my God.
He gone. He gone.
San Diego State already. Barry McCockiner. Unbelievable. What a run there by number 7 for the Aztecs.
Barry broke 2 tackles right off the get-go. He gone after that.
Wow, that defense couldn't tackle him like a battered dipped corn dog right through that defensive line. And that'll bring the score San Diego State 7, Kansas 0. And that was 15 seconds there, Yogi.
Yeah, that's not the start Kansas was looking for, but they're pretty aggressive. We'll see what they come out with on the offensive end.
And 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Here's his Kansas quarterback finding Melvin Blake for a 9-yard reception. Will bring up 2nd and 1 for the Jayhawks.
Here comes the aggressive No huddle.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle, and that'll be a first down for Kittens. Major Kittens with a good run there. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line.
I believe that's the first quarterback in the history of the college football named Kittens.
Could be a short gain there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Jayhawks here. Wow, and a floater to the wide receiver, number 83, Blake again, his second reception. 1st and 10 now, Gunny. This defense for the Aztecs need to stop this drive. The Jayhawks are moving it.
Yeah, the Jayhawks only had 22 yards rushing last week total, and so far in the early in the first quarter, they've already reached half their total at 11.
Yeah, and Kittens there was having a good series there until that incomplete pass for a little bit there. I thought he was getting that biscuit really warm and buttering it up, but it's not on that pass. And here we go, number 29.
It looked like he had a fur ball on that throw.
And 3rd and 9 here for the Jayhawks. Oh, short pass to Davis. They will be short. Aztec defense makes that stop. 4th and 3 now. But wow, look at this, Yogi and Gunny. Kansas going for it.
Aggressive, very aggressive. Oh, he got it, Kittens. Put his shoulder down and ran over the defensive back. And we got a 4-man front from San Diego. They must have seen something during the week working.
Yeah, and that's a couple of runs now already for Kittens. Here we go again, trying to find, trying to burp his worm down the mole hole a little bit there, but not finding any room there. Brings up a 2nd and 16.
Kittens is being cautious today. He had 4 turnovers in last week's game.
He's carrying that ball like that. He may have another here. He's carrying that like a, I don't know, loaf of bread, but I'm sure Greg would have something better to call it.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. That's going to be bulging the back of an old onion bag. And there we go. It'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Let's see what Kittens can do here from the 33-yard line of the Aztecs. Aztec defense holding strong here. And short pass. Oh, just not enough for Kurt Miller's 6-yard reception. But again, Yogi, they're going for the field goal. They went for it last time. Here we go. Let's see if they can make this one.
It got him in field goal range.
And that,
big enough leg.
Yep, and that is enough for a field goal, and that they inch closer to San Diego. San Diego still with the lead, 7-3 here in the first quarter with 2:11 to go. Good return there, number 21. 21 yards, for number 3.
If memory serves me right, Kansas is usually stays in the game, so I don't look for them to get blown out here. So they got 3 on that drive. We'll see what they can do on D.
Yep. I agree. And then, Gunny, what do you think this Jayhawks defense? They looked really good there. They need to be careful. Aztecs going right up the middle. Barry McCockiner trying to find success like he did that first series. Gunny, what do you think this Jayhawks defense is going to do different this time?
I know they want to keep the score a little lower. Last week they gave up 45 points to the UNLV running Rebels.
Yeah, I think Jayhawks defense needs to hold strong here. I think if Barry McCockiner has another big run there, he's definitely going to be bruising those beef curtains up there in the defensive line.
Looks like they're keying on him here.
Yeah, after that big run, I figured they would. OKU, abdominal strain, number 47, will come back. And the Aztecs have to punt. There you go. The Jayhawks hold.
That was a good stop for the Jayhawks.
And that's Tingle McRingleberry. Wow, that's a fantastic name as well from Kansas. Kansas now 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A good 6-yard run there by Cadillac Scoots. Good name there for a running back there for college football there, Yogi.
They've got several good names on that team.
And again, Kittens. Oh, finding block. Just short. McRingleberry with a 49-yard reception, 1st and 10, right inside the 2-yard line.
Will they pass or will they run?
Take the early lead.
And Kittens stopped and sacked by Reyes for 4 yards. That'll make 5 rushes for only 10 yards for Kittens. Again, still 2nd and goal, but now outside the 5-yard line.
I would go with Cadillac Scoots here.
Should have on the last play. There's nobody in the backfield.
Oh, and there's a touchdown. They say he's in. He put feet down, and that is a touchdown. Jayhawks go up 9-7, barring the extra point. One more will be 10-7 here for the Jayhawks early in the game. This is the first quarter still, but Jayhawks, number 14 in San Diego, now take the lead by 3 points. And here we go on the return here. Good return by Oliver Nipple. 30 yards there. Oh, a little bit of action there getting up from that tackle. So the Aztecs will start at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. It looks like the Aztecs here are taking some time off the clock. Oh, and here we go. Another big run right up the middle. Oh.
He almost broke it again.
McCockiner, again, 90 yards already, Yogi. Impressive just on 3 runs.
Yes, very impressive. That looked like the same run as the first run. They got him that time. He didn't run them both over.
And Barry again with another run here for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 already in midfield there, Gunny.
Oh, yeah, the Aztecs are doing really well. Last week they had a balanced attack, 139 through the air and 128 rushing on the ground. And right now they're getting close to already over the 100-yard mark in the rushing category.
Yeah, fantastic. And Dick in my ass is that's fantastic. Oh, wow. Thursday night in the booth, 10-7. First quarter, Dick in my ass with the first reception of the game. That is fantastic.
Wow. So you got on the same offense, Dick in my ass and Barry McCockiner. Wow. It's great. That's the first time he's lost yardage this game, Barry.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, you don't want to do that. And again, Barry with the run. And like you said, I think the Kansas Jayhawks are keying in on Barry. 3rd and 9 now from the 34-yard line.
Gergenhoff, no time to throw.
Gergenhoff, definitely no time. 7-yard loss there. Fantastic
San Diego's
play.
going to rely on their own defense here. They've got to put a stop on Kansas. Kansas has come out very aggressive tonight.
Bam Buttersworth leading the charge for the Kansas Jayhawk defense from his linebacker position.
Yeah, good play there by the Jayhawks defense. Again, 2 series in a row stopping this Aztecs offense. The Aztecs right now, the best thing going for them right now is is some of the names of their players. Their plays not too much. Jayhawks coming through here, that defense. And Kittens again finds Clement for 5 yards. That'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Jayhawks at the 25-yard line.
Kitten is getting very comfortable back there.
Kittens finding, again, Clement again for the 2nd play in a row. 9 yards now for Clement. He's three receptions for 20 yards. Kittens 8 for 9 already at 100 yards. 1st and 10 now for the Jayhawks at the 33-yard line. Good pass there for Blake. 7 yards. 2nd and 3 now.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
From the 40-yard line. Good run enough there for Ben Dunlap. 4 yards. 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks. 44-yard line.
They're exposing this 3-man front, I believe.
Yeah, they are. I agree. Good short
no
pass.
No pressure
again.
on Kittens.
Yep. Good short pass there again for Kittens. Finding. Oh no, that was incomplete. 2nd and 10. It looked like he had caught it. That was an incomplete pass.
I thought so too.
Kittens on the run. No yards there. I mean, he ran like about 8 yards, but got nothing out of it.
Working.
Nope, it did not.
Not working at all.
That defense was definitely crashing the custard truck. And again, Aztec defense coming through. 4th and 10 now.
He looked like he burped the baby on that one.
And the Aztec defense holds here, and they'll get the ball back with just 3 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Down by 3 to the number 14 Jayhawks. 7-yard return there for Adolf Oliver Nipple. That must have been a big one then.
Had to have been. Kept his eye on it the whole time, though.
Yep. Aztecs 1st and 10. And Barry finding some room. Wow, just plowing right through. He must have dipped himself in some crane and gone into the oil well with that one. Getting 10 yards right away. Barry just pushing right through that defense. You know, I think the way Yogi and Gunny, the way that Barry McCockiner has been rushing tonight, he's definitely been doing his squat thrust to a cucumber patch lately.
No question. There's squash cucumbers everywhere.
Fantastic here. Gergenhoff with that. Now it's 3rd and 5 for the Aztecs, trying to find a receiver. And dicking my ass with 7-yard reception, 1st and 10. Fantastic way to get the ball past that first down marker. And now we're almost to midfield. Oh, and Ben Gergenhoff, incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Did you know that Dick and Maez and Gabe Bathhouse played on the same high school team?
Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. Talk about doing the horizontal greased wheel tango right there at that high school. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for jerking off. I was saying it wrong earlier. I was saying the hard G, but I guess it's really soft J. Barry McCockiner there with his 2nd reception brings up 4th and 2 now for the Aztecs, and they're going for it, Gunny.
I think they're going to make it.
They going to Barry, I believe.
They're going to McCockiner
got a lead
right
blocker. He's just going to follow my ass right in the hole.
Wow, that's amazing.
You should make that happen.
And there we go. It goes to the fullback.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Tyler Beard goes nowhere. Oh, my God. That defense was doodle-bopping all the way through and droodling and drabbling that fullback.
They were keyed in on that run. That fooled no one.
Unbelievable. Jayhawk get the ball back already at midfield. 2nd and 3. Scoots his way
Cadillac
for 7
style.
yards.
Cadillac style.
And Kittens couldn't find, now loses 2 yards. Kittens looks like he was having a little bit of success there at the first quarter, but every time he's run the ball now, he's just not able to entangle those lower beards. And incomplete now, 4th down now again for the Jayhawks. Both of these offenses sputtering here, guys. They just can't find anything going here. Both defenses coming up strong.
Big time.
Yeah,
It's become a game of defense.
Yeah, after Kittens was 8 for 9 passing, out of the last 4 passes, he's only completed one out of 4.
Yeah, these offenses, man, I mean, they're just fidgeting the midget with Bridget. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. No question.
Aztecs with a good pass to Parks with a 4-yard reception. 2nd and 6 now. That's Parks' first reception. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 33-yard line.
Jurgenhoff needs to get in a rhythm here. There you go.
Good pass to Parks. 18
again.
yards. Yes.
All 3 timeouts are remaining. 36 seconds left in the half.
And that's right past midfield in Jayhawks territory from the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
It's a big drive here. Oh, too much of float. Oh,
What a tackle
Body
there. Wow.
that was nipples.
Jurgenhoff, though, 65 yards now, 10 out of 12 now, brings up 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard reception. Look, going
He's
deep.
going for it.
Oh,
Oh,
complete. Oh, my goodness. Good play there by number 47 of the Jayhawks. Brings up a 3rd and 5. He was wide open. Yogi,
Wide
open.
Jurgenhoff didn't put enough air on it.
Another deep pass
overthrows
goes
that one.
nowhere, and now Jayhawks defense comes up strong again. 4th down, and they're forced to punt.
You got to punt here. Kansas gets the ball to start the second half with the 3-point lead from what it looks like right now.
15 seconds left, Gunny. What do you think the Jayhawks are going to be able to do? Are they going to be able to do anything or just take a knee and then go into halftime with this lead?
I think Scoots is just going to run the ball to end the half.
Wisest
There you
man in the
go.
league right there.
Yep, Scoots with 5 yards. Just running that clock. It looks like Jayhawks are happy going into the half, and they are. They're happy with this. Going into halftime, gentlemen, Kansas 10, San Diego State 7.
Well, Kansas came out of the gates with that long run, and then they looked like they got a little too conservative.
Yeah, you mean San Diego State on that long run from
I meant San Diego State. They got a little too conservative.
Yep, they sure did. And here we see some of the highlights here from the game, and that was a great pass there. I thought he was actually gonna go ahead and score, but he got stopped at the 1 yard. And look at that catch! Wow, almost tackled out of bounds, but was able to put that left foot down for that touchdown for the Jayhawks. That was a good play, and that 4th down right there from the fullback, just terrible call. I would have given it to Barry myself and had that fullback block. Barry's having a good game. He's been gaining yards the whole time. And here we go, 107 yards passing to 65 from San Diego State. San Diego State, yeah, definitely that 70-some yard run by Barry McCockiner is definitely the biggest part of that 98 yards, but 31 for the Jayhawks, and the Jayhawks with more time of possession. No turnovers yet, though, guys. I think that might change here in the second half.
No penalties, no turnovers, and Barry McCockiner had 94 yards in the first quarter, so they really stifled him up in the second quarter. Kansas is looking to hit the poodle with the noodle here.
Yep, and Tingle McCringleberry brings that ball back for Kansas for 24 yards. They'll take over at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll see what Kittens can do here. Oh, and another drop. Wow.
Gittens had spurts where he's been hot, and he's had spurts where he's been cold. They need to put one together here and extend this lead if they want to stay ahead of San Diego State.
And here we go, Kittens with again, trying to make that run there, Gunny, but not getting anywhere. He's not having success anymore on that quarterback keeper.
Now, ever since they scored that touchdown, their offense has been faltering, fluttering along.
3rd and
Looks
10.
like Coach Robo has been looking for that run.
Oh, stay on your feet.
Stumbling ball. Oh,
Scoots did not get it, just short of the first down. Try to keep his balance, and there you go. They got a punt. Wow, and the Aztecs will get the ball.
This just in over the ticker. The pick'ems for this game were 15 for San Diego State and 8 for Kansas.
Wow, it's not looking good for the pick'ems right now. Jurgenhoff hands it off to Barry. Barry can't find anything right there. Actually, I think he just lost some yardage. Brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Aztecs at the 34-yard line.
Kansas will just not let Barry get over that 100-yard hump.
And again, that pass is incomplete. Booth review. Let's see if he actually tipped some toes there on the sideline to get that pass. I think it's a catch. Oh, yeah, it's a catch. Oh! Whoa, maybe not.
Whoa. Did it slide or did he step with his toe? That's the key.
Oh, and the play is reversed. They're saying that his
reversed. He must have slid.
Yeah, that is left foot. Actually, they're counting that left foot first before that one touched the line. So that's a 3-yard gain there on that pass. 3rd and 7 for Jurgenhoff. And good pass right up the middle for Buster Hyman, 13 yards. I think that would be his third. Yep, reception. 1st and 10 right at midfield now.
Ben Jurgenhoff looks like he might start looking for Buster Hyman.
Yep. Definitely. With Buster Hyman and Barry McCockiner, he's got a good threats right there. Trying to find some room. Oh! And Dougie Vanderhuge with that deflection, 12 for 17 there for Jurgenhoff. It brings up 2nd and 10 right at midfield. And everybody's covered again. Jayhawks defense looking solid here.
Pressure on him.
Yep.
Yeah, first half, the Aztecs had 163 yards total offense. 74 of that came on one play, the big run by Barry McCockiner.
Oh, and another deflection brings up 4th down. Again, we want to say thank you to Abbott Costello, another TV viewer, Benji Matson, B. Robo, Coach Craven, Dave Access, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Jody Moon, Caxis PS06, Lone Star, and Packer Fred for tuning in. Thank you again for tuning in for this first game tonight with the number 14 Kansas facing the number 9 San Diego State in the AACL. And again, 10-7 here. Kansas has the ball mid-3rd quarter, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Oh, and Kittens keeping the ball, still going, finally gets at least a yard. That man, I think that man has run more yards sideline to sideline today, Yogi, than he has up and down, north and south. Unbelievable.
No, what?
And good
No
pass there to
question.
Clement.
He's spinning wheels.
Yep. 13 yards there. 1st and 10. Good pass there. Kittens now 129 yards, 11 for 16. Now the Jayhawks here at the 32-yard line. Oh, an incomplete. Wow, Carlson almost picked that off. Good play there by the linebacker,
That
number
could have
42.
been trouble.
Yeah, definitely could have been trouble.
Could have and should have been trouble.
Yeah, Carlson could have been filling Kitten's
And there we come back with it.
Number 36 with an interception. Aztecs. James Roberts.
Kittens have been flirting with that. Kittens have been flirting with the interception.
Yeah, he's been wanting that defense to fill his cream donut.
I think they powdered it on that one, too.
And here we go. Aztecs 1st and goal.
Oh, jerking off.
The ball. Oh, touchdown. Telling that defensive man, hey, get a little bit of this belly full of this marrow right here, my man. Get off me.
It's almost like he was slippery.
And that is a touchdown. Aztecs, they go up now with this extra point. 14-10, mid-third quarter now. Number 9 coming back strong with Jurgenoff with that run. Amazing turn of events here. It looked like the Jayhawks still had a little bit of momentum until Kittens playing with fire. They were passing it in the middle, almost getting picked off and then getting picked off. And then again, that run by Jurgenoff. And here we are with 2:33 left in the third quarter, 14-10 Aztecs. Jayhawks have the ball, though, at the 22-yard line.
Robo's defense was responsible for those 7 points. There's your boy Tingle.
Yeah, Tingle McCringleberry. Now Kittens 12-19 for 135 yards. 2nd and 4 here at the 28-yard line. Good run there by Scoots. Oh, nice. Gets his 5 yards. 1st and 10, Jayhawks. Gunny, how do you feel this Aztecs defense going to show up right here? Oh, wow. While I'm saying that, Scoots, big run, 13 yards, 1st and 10 now, close to midfield. There are the Jayhawks. But, Gunny, yeah, what do you think the Aztecs have to do here?
They need to keep playing like they did a little earlier, rattle Major Kittens. I mean, he's a turnover machine for last weekend, and then he just had one earlier that led to the Aztecs' leading touchdown.
Ooh, and Blake took a big shot right there, Yogi. Unbelievable, but
that was
he
his
held
4th
onto the
catch,
ball.
but he paid for that one.
Yeah, he did. Held on
He
to
paid
the
for
ball.
that one.
Kittens with the keeper, 1st down and more. There we go. It took 4 Aztecs to take him down. Finally down, Kittens. We with that big run, we've been talking about that, fellas, that he hadn't had a big run in a long time, but 1st and 10 now at the Aztec 40-yard line.
He ran north and south on that play.
Yeah, he go ahead.
That was Will Eat Me Out with the tackle. That's 5 tackles for him on the night.
Wow, amazing the verbiage of all these names. Unbelievable. And that pass going nowhere for Kittens. He doesn't want anything to do.
No one within 10 yards. No.
Nothing.
Gunny may be right. He may be a little rattled. He's got 2 in the backfield here, though. Up, and they both go out.
Oh, big run. Oh, and he's on his
Oh, stays on it.
My goodness, what a catch and run there by Kurt Miller. He's like, you guys haven't been calling my name, and I want to get my Twinkie stinky. So here we go. 1st and goal here for the Jayhawks.
Oh, looked like it was going to be an option.
Oh,
He
wow.
kept it.
3-yard run there by Kittens.
Jayhawks were 0-5 on the third down conversions until that last play that we saw down the sideline. Now they're 1 of 6.
And Kittens, another errant pass going nowhere.
Brings ran it up the middle.
Yeah, he had a clear sailing right up the middle. He had a nice big hole to run through. 3rd and goal here. Oh, here
Gave it to the fullback.
David Johnson bringing his hot pudding to supper. Definitely now bring up the Jayhawks, take the lead with the extra point here. 17-14 with, at the end of the 3rd quarter, number 14, bringing it to the number 9 San Diego Aztecs.
So far. Looks to me like Coach Robo is stressing right now. Did not like that answer from Kansas, but that was a strong response to that touchdown from San Diego
that
State.
Third down conversion was maybe the play of the game for Kansas if they hold on for the victory tonight.
And this is interesting. We're seeing some replays here of the game towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Just maybe revisiting some of the plays that we've had. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs at the 26-yard line.
Maybe they were eating some of that hot pudding that was brought to dinner.
Maybe jerking off there. Another pass deflected. Thanks again for D. Leathers and C. Rowland for tuning in. Again, first game of the night tonight. Number 14 Kansas visiting number 9 San Diego State. And we have it here towards the end of the 3rd quarter, 17-14. Flaccid, Phil Acid. Wow, it's a fantastic name. Oh, it's Felicio. That O said looked like a D. Flaccid, though, would be a good one, too. That could be his brother. They could recruit him next year. And again, 1st and 10 after that 17-yard reception by Parks. That was a good pass there by Jurgenoff. A lot of hot beef injection going that way. And that pass was not caught in bounds. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 just past midfield at the 47-yard line of the Jayhawks. Good pass there to Jurgenoff. No, that was incomplete again. Boy, there's a lot of drop passes here, fellas. Yep.
He got popped.
Yeah, there's a lot of
those linebackers are sitting. Oh.
Oh,
wow.
What a hit by number 55. Holy cow.
He got lucky to get that ball away.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he definitely jammed Jurgenoff's clam on that one.
Total yards for the game, 239 to 212, so still pretty even in the yards categories as well as the scoreboard.
Without that interception, San Diego State would be in trouble right here.
Yep, 17-14 here with only 2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kittens, good pass right up the middle to Clement for 12 yards, and that'll bring an end to the 3rd quarter with, again, we got maybe a little upset here, even on the pick'ems and in the standings. Kansas up 17-14, now starting the 4th quarter. This is a pretty good game here, fellas.
They're staying with that 3-man front this second half. Just no pressure.
And Jayhawks there. Clement again now 51 yards and 6 receptions, having a hell of a game catching balls from Kittens there. 2nd and 4 from the 30-yard line. And Kittens all the time in the world. No pressure like you're talking about, Yogi. Blake now, another good target for Kittens. 5 receptions, 42 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line. Kittens over 200 yards now.
He's spreading it out a lot, too.
Another good pass to Blake, 3 yards, little by little, just picking this Aztecs defense apart. I really think Gunny and Yogi, I think they're going to go deep here very soon.
Yeah, we haven't seen
It's
any
looking like
deep completions at all today.
Eating it up. Great blocking by the offensive line there.
Yeah, Skittles with his first reception, 1st and 10. Now past midfield, Jayhawks moving the ball on this Aztec defense on the 47-yard line. And Kittens.
There he goes. North and south.
Oh, Kittens trying that midnight jockey ride, but didn't get more than 6 yards there. 2nd and 4 now from the 41-yard line.
Yes.
Will he eat me out? That's like a 7th tackle.
Yes, sir.
Some-
And the Jayhawks now 3rd and 2 from the 37-yard line. And Kittens keeps the ball. Oh, my goodness. And the Aztecs literally opening the gates to Mordor for Kittens. Unbelievable. Going right through and taking his organ and grinding it right through that defense.
Wow. He's becoming a weapon here.
And
Wow.
Kittens again with 10 yards. Unbelievable. Parking his beef bus in the tuna town of the San Diego State defense here. 2nd and inches.
I think he got motivated when he heard about the midnight monkey or jockey or whatever it was.
Touchdown now for Cadillac Scoots, peeling back that tree bark and showing it to that San Diego defense. Unbelievable. The Jayhawks are pile driving right through that San Diego Aztec defense. It'll be 24-14, and just going in there and planting their parsnip all on that end zone.
I don't know, with Kittens, I thought it might, I don't know. I guess it is parsnips everywhere. This is a big drive right here for San Diego State. They've got to put points on the board.
Yeah,
no ifs, ands, or buts.
They're down at home 10 points here, and Jayhawks 53 plays already to only 37 of the Aztecs. Aztecs have the ball here at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
What's the third down conversions for San Diego, Gunny?
I'm not sure about that one, sir. I know that San Diego State only gave up 19 points in last week's win. They won 31-19 over the Houston Cougars.
And good pass there and reception after by Oliver Nipple. 3 receptions out for 26 yards. Jurgenoff 16-27 for 129 yards. He's seen better days here, but they need to do something with less than 3 minutes left to go. Down 10, 2nd and 5 now at the 40-yard line of the Jayhawks. Good pass there. Good run, picking up 8 yards there for Parks, 1st and 10. Yeah, I think the Aztecs need to get really aggressive here and not play hide the cannoli here. They need to let it all out. And 6-yard reception there by Palacio. 2nd and 4 now from the 25-yard line.
The offense is moving the ball. They're spread out, pounding hard.
And a good pass there to Palacio. That's his 3rd reception. 1st and goal now. Aztecs trying to make a game out of this.
Ben Jurgenhoff to Palacio. Wow. Good night. Turn things around on that one.
You know, we haven't mentioned Barry for a long time here. Let's see. Oh, and there we go. Say his name, and there you go. Wow, pounding the paternal pistol right down the Jayhawks defense. Wow. that Punani pavement couldn't look any better for Barry and Mike Hockener. Unbelievable. Aztecs now score with this extra point, bring it to just 3 points down, 24-21.
That may have finally put Barry over 100 yards, and he was at 94 in the first quarter. That's crazy. That didn't work well.
No, Quentin Parker was 0 yards there on the return. Jayhawks, I mean, Gunny, what do the Jayhawks really have to do? They have the lead right now. Only a minute 52 left in the game. What needs to happen here?
If Kittens runs the ball like he was that last series, I think he's in good shape.
Yep, Scoots there gets nothing. They really need to work this clock, get a couple of first downs, and this is a ball game, but we'll see what happens.
That was the backup Kurt Miller on that run.
Oh, it was, and here's Scoots, 6 yards here. 3rd and 4. I don't know. I would be running down this clock a little bit more, Yogi.
No, they're calling timeouts.
San Diego State, they only have one timeout
That's
remaining.
a huge,
we go, Kurt
huge
Miller.
first down.
That is huge.
That should do it. That should do it.
I mean, yeah, a minute 40 left. No way to stop the clock here. Kittens.
There he goes. Oh,
major hit there for Major Kittens. Cody Benson with 10 tackles now on that Aztec defense. 2nd and 10.
Kittens is up to 61 yards rushing. He was at 10 carries for 22 yards at one point.
And Kittens keeps the ball running up the middle. Oh,
okay.
Right through a couple of players. Punch fucking that Rosebud for that first down. And wow, less than 30 seconds left to go. Unbelievable.
Victory formation. Wow.
This is what we call rubbing the fun bits for the Jayhawks, and this is it. What an upset here.
If the viewers could see Gunny in the booth here flipping through the dictionary to look all this stuff up, it's been crazy all night.
Wow.
I need a couple secretaries to write this stuff down for me. They're doing some dictatorship.
Hey-o. Wow,
And
what a game.
the Jayhawks, after this big win, doing the tube snake boogie on the Aztecs field, taking this win from the Aztecs, 24-21, gentlemen. We're seeing this big run here. What do you think about some of these replays of this game?
Well, I don't think fellatio was enough to keep B.E. Robo happy tonight.
And Gunny, your take on the game, especially the Jayhawks going into San Diego and coming out with this 3-point win.
Willie eat me out. Tried to do as much as he could, but Major Kittens finally got the best of him to lead the Jayhawks to an upset victory in San Diego.
And here we go. We see some of the team stats. First down. It just looked like Kansas just had the ball for a little bit longer. Third down efficiency was bad on both teams. Less than 50%. Red zone efficiency was good for both teams. That turnover by Kansas really didn't cost them. They were able to, and look, there it is. Time of possession. Wow.
Wow.
Just picking the Aztecs apart.
That was all Kittens, I do believe.
Yeah, it was. Kitten saw that two ball, and he shoved it right down the middle pocket of the Aztecs defense. It was unbelievable. He used that telescope to explore their black hole, and he just rammed it right in there.
The Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 114.
Amazing. 114 yards. He's definitely was part of the tunnel patrol.
Benson, 10 tackles. Eat me out at 9.
And here we see a little bit of that defense. Too bad Curly Pubes only had one tackle. That would have been great to see him come alive a little bit more.
Yeah, he's an underclassman. We'll see more of him in the future.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes he's over there on the bench smashing butt flaps a little bit.
Check.
He didn't rise to the occasion for this game tonight.
Not at all. What happened to Dick in my ass? Is that the one with the abdominal strain? Because he just disappeared.
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to come back. I thought he was hurt, but he was supposed to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there we go. Kittens, 17 rushes for 71 yards. Scoots with 48. Not bad between both of them. They were playing peekaboo with their vein, and only coming out for the flesh pipe sometimes. And both of them got over 100 yards together. Wow, amazing.
Almost 300 yards for Kittens tonight. That was impressive.
Yeah, he had 224 passing and 71 yards of rushing.
Yep.
Biggest stat is in rushing. Kansas had 97 yards rushing in the second half, and the Aztecs only had 15 yards rushing in the second half.
And Kittens had a solo tackle, too, on that interception. He had a good all-around game. Surprised he wasn't kicking. Yeah, you got to be a man to have a name like Kittens. No doubt about it. Not a big rushing game for San Diego State other than Barry McCockiner.
And here we'll go to a couple of post-game stats. After looking at it all individually there, it just looked like time of possession was the biggest thing for me that I saw there. And here again, that time of possession is a killer. Literally, Kansas just goes ahead and just takes care of business. 16 first downs, more rushing yardage, more passing. In time of possession, that is so huge when it comes to college football. Just commanding the team there, Yogi. Kittens just did a hell of a job.
Oh, he sure did. They were pushing towards 2-1 time of possession, even with losing the turnover battle 1-0. It was an impressive night for Kittens.
Yeah, and too bad, Gunny. Barry McCockiner definitely had a hell of a game, especially on that first drive where he broke out of that 70-yard plus run. He ended with 114, but it's a shame that the rest of the team couldn't help him out to take this team to victory today.
Yeah, I believe after that big 74-yard run, Kansas kind of keyed in on him and kind of held him in check for the second half of the game.
They just couldn't rise to the occasion.
And again, thanks again for tuning in, to this first game here, the fourth day of week 3, where the number 14 Kansas Jayhawks take care of business to the number 9 San Diego State. And again, thank you for tuning in on my behalf. This is Greg Soto, my second man here, Yogi Barr, and Gunny. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here in the booth with me. Hope to see you again next week. And we are off and paddling up Coochie Creek and passing it off to the next game in the next booth with Chad, Charles, and Robo. Take it away, gentlemen.
Man, thank you guys for your call. That was a hot call, right? Hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock. I got to tell you, that was awesome. So Welcome, everybody, to the next game here. We are going to be live in Las Vegas. I get to live out a childhood fantasy. With me in the booth tonight doing the color commentating is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Charles. Charles, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Like I said, childhood fantasy. I get to call a game with the living legend.
I'm sure, brother. I'm sure.
And then being the third wheel in this love fest tonight is none other than BE Robo. Robo, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing well. I'm licking my wounds on that last game. Things didn't go quite the way I had anticipated, but doing well, Chad.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a shocking defeat in my mind. I mean, Kansas really came out and played a good game, led by Kittens, but yeah, you're definitely licking some wounds for sure. But let's not harp on that for you, and let's just focus in on this game here. We have the number 2 Louisiana Tech taking on the number 12 UNLV. And guys, when you're looking at this Louisiana Tech offense with Baylor, Charles, what are you seeing that this Louisiana Tech team's doing so well?
What stands out to me is quarterback Peter LaFleur. He manages the game well. He's efficient passer. He gets the ball out quick. When he needs to run, he does. He doesn't do it like all the other quarterbacks that run first, pass second. If he needs to pass it first, he's effective. He gets it out quickly, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and really is a great leader for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, and these defenses obviously both running a 4-2-5. Robo, do you think with this UNLV defense, is it going to be able to stop that Baylor type of offense that Louisiana runs?
Yeah, that's to be determined. I actually had Louisiana Tech as my number 1 team this week, and their strength of victory, strength of schedule has impressed me so far. So the challenge is up to UNLV.
Yeah, and let's just stick with UNLV, Charles. Let's ask you about this. What are some big keys to the game here for UNLV to take down the number 2 team in the nation?
Well, from what I've seen for Louisiana Tech, they're not a high octane offense. They need to control the ball, control time of possession, not make any mistakes, and just keep that UNLV offense on the sidelines.
Yep, I totally agree. I've been really looking forward to this game this week. I was actually supposed to call a game last night for that bitch-ass Eagles team, but I didn't get a chance to, so now I get to call this one tonight, which also excites me too, because I've watched the UNLV game, but I have not really paid attention much to Louisiana Tech, and maybe I need to. They are the number 2 team in the nation, so I am ready to roll if everybody else is ready to roll, and let's go ahead and head out here in a moment to UNLV. All right, so we are getting ready, like I said, we're getting ready to head into UNLV. It is a little cooler out there, 57 degrees. I guess that's cold probably for Vegas, I would assume. And it's a little cloudy tonight, but it should be great weather for some great AACL football. And with the pick'ems tonight here, it is 13-10 for the pick'ems tonight. So that is actually pretty close to being even though this is the number 12 taking on the number 2 team. So a lot of people thinking this is going to be an even matchup. Let's hope it is. We are ready. Let's go. And the stage is set. We are here at Sam Boyd Stadium for tonight's game between the number 12 UNLV Running Rebels and the number 2 team Louisiana Tech. And guys, like we talked about in the pregame, this game, according to the nation here, 13-10 is a pick'em. That's going to be a pretty close game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this may be a little. Well, I think they're kicking off, but I was going to say, I mean, I would have taken the reception if I was UNLV. Excuse me, if I was Louisiana Tech, with the first points on the board.
Yeah, I would have too. But we'll see how that goes. And Maddie Britton's going to take that out here. We're going to get first and 10 from looks like the 31-yard line, and it looks like a shotgun set, 3 wide receivers. drops back, and he's going to fire over there and hit, looks like the tight end or maybe the fullback. And look at this gain of play here, just running people over. Denimbola with a 20-yard reception.
Very impressive. I mean, the quarterback had all day to get rid of that ball.
Dustin McCrack looking pretty good so far here, 1 for 1 for 20 yards. Going back in that shotgun set, and here's the handoff, and that is going to be, looks like stopped in the backfield. Scott Johnson with a negative 2-yard rush. And that is going to bring
defense is
in,
flying all over the place for Louisiana Tech. It's showing their team speed.
and that is going to bring up 2nd and 12 here, a little heavier set. And that is going to be drop back. McCrack's going to look, and he's going to fire and find his receiver that steps out of bounds. Jim Carey getting 5 yards there, and so that's going to be a 3rd and about a 7. And they come up to the line here, I formation, 2 wide receivers there on the top side. McCrack drops back, he's looking, and he's going to fire deep down the field, and that's going to be a great play to the sideline. Jimmy Carey with a 23-yard gain.
That offensive line of UNLV is just giving their quarterback tremendous protection. He's got all day to go through his progressions.
And hurry up offense once again. Looks like they're in a weak eye. That's going to be handoff to Scott Johnson. He's going to try to barrel through, but it looks like he's going to be stopped in the backfield once again. A 3-yard loss there. Brandon Justice with a tackle for loss.
All
right. You can jump in any time, Robo. McCrack drops.
Just thinking that UNLV needs to really establish a run. I know they're trying to. They need to continue to try to do that.
Yeah, it looks like with the run game, that front four is doing a pretty good job, even though the offensive line's holding up for the passing game. But the run game, that front four is getting there. And there's a good defensive play there. Incomplete pass, the first one of the day from McCrack.
Looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, it looks like a 4th and 2 here for UNLV, and they're going to hand it off to Johnson, and that's a gutsy call, especially given the fact that he had negative yards rushing the past couple of rushes, but they do get the first down.
Yeah, nice power run there by the halfback, and good blocking up front again by that offensive line of UNLV.
And there's going to be a handoff to Johnson. He's only going to get 1 yard on that run. So it is now going to be a 2nd and 9. Looks like we're going to be back into the hurry up once again. McCrack leading him up here. Single back formation. Man in motion, the tight end. And it's going to be another handoff to Johnson. And that's going to be stopped once again in the backfield.
It looks like
I take it back. They can't run the ball.
Third 11 here. I'd look up high on the screen up there to the wide receiver that lines up on the right. He's looks like he's getting some good space on that cornerback.
And now they're going to go to that 4 wide receiver spread set, and they're going to fire over the middle, and that is going to be a first down. What it looks like Tracy Hall. Nope, they're not going to give them. They are not going to give them the first down. Looked like he might have gotten past that line, but it's going to result in UNLV going for a field goal. And wait a minute, gentlemen. The flag is on the play. Looks like it's a
man. You know, it's not a huge impact. It's only a couple yards. I mean, if the place kicker should be able to make it the next, go push it back 15, he should be able to make it.
4th and 5 for UNLV. And there's a snap, there's a hold, there's a kick, and it is good. So UNLV getting on the board first here, 3-0. And that was a pretty decent first drive for UNLV.
Yeah, I need to reach out to the booth and protest the name for color commentary. Chuck D.
What the heck?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? Damn, man, Chuck D. We're going to now see that Louisiana Tech offense coming onto the field. Is this sad that I don't know what their nickname is? Floor drops back, and that is going to be Globo Jim with a 1-yard gain. Louisiana Tech's. I don't know. I don't remember what their nickname is. Oh, the Bulldogs. That's right. Gosh, see, I told you, man, Louisiana Tech is the one team that I haven't had a chance to watch any of their games. But regardless, 2nd and 9, LaFleur drops back, but he's going to do a quick handoff here to Grant Wright, and that's going to be no yard rushes on the play.
Yeah, tried to fool the defense with motion and set it off balance a little bit, but the defense adjusted and shut it down.
And LaFleur is going to just fire right back to his running back, looks like they're Grant right there with a 9-yard reception. So that is going to bring up 4th and inches. And looks like the Bulldogs are going to be punting away.
Good defensive stand.
That's a great defensive stand by UNLV. And this is where I think if you really want to just put down the pedal, this is where you need a score here. Let's see what Matty Britton can do.
Oh, big hit.
Big hit there on Matty Britton. Not much gain on that one. And that is going to bring out the running Rebel offense here. Dustin McCrack coming up. Looks like a strong eye twin formation here. McCrack drops back, and he's looking, and that is the first bit of pressure they've gotten on the quarterback today, and that's a sack for Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks, man. He just blew off that line, went through the gap, and hit the quarterback. The quarterback didn't have any time to go through his progressions.
Yeah, every time that UNLV has dropped back for a pass, the protection's been really good, but not that time, and that's going to bring up 2nd and a mile.
I feel like with a name like Dustin McCrack, he should be on San Diego State.
You would think.
Oh, nice tackling.
And that's a good tackle there for a 2-yard gain for Scott Johnson. Scott Johnson still a negative 0.3 average.
What is Louisiana Tech's running, what, a 4.25?
Yeah, they're both running at 4.25.
Okay.
And that's a great little screen there by Scott Johnson. 18 yards to get the first down. And that's going to put the running Rebels at the 42.
Johnson's deceptively fast. I mean, he caught that ball. I didn't think he had enough gas to make it to the first down, but he just...
Get this play here. Big gain there by Tracy Hall, 45 yards down the middle, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line for the running Rebels. What a play there. What a way to respond. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. And there's the handoff to Scott Johnson. He's going to go up the middle and get about 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, very disciplined. It's showing the discipline of Louisiana Tech defense. I mean, they got burned on that previous play, but they held the lane on that last run play.
And they're going back to that 3 set again, and he's going to fake handoff, and it looks like he's going to nobody around. Touchdown, Dustin McCrack.
I said that, Chad, and then they just completely, screwed the pooch on that play.
Yeah, they definitely screwed the pooch after you said it. I think you gave him some bad vibe there. But, I mean, that defense was just absolutely fooled. McCrack has not had a rush all game, and then they fake it, and he just goes in there untouched. Not even anybody within 3 yards of him. And that is going to put UNLV here at a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter, guys.
And what was impressive was that first down play that was a 3rd and long, and they did the dump off of that wide receiver. Yeah. That was a huge play that kept them in the game.
Steve the Pirate here with a kick with a good return, and that is going to be 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Bulldogs. LaFleur, shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set on the top. Looks like he's going to change the play here a little bit. That's a fake, and Tom Creed almost with an interception, and that was a bad pass by LaFleur.
Yeah, he would have been to the house if he held onto that ball.
Oh, yeah, that was an easy pick 6 that he just dropped there. LaFleur drops back. He's going to fire over the middle, and that is going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down, a little bit more. Grant Wright, it seems like he's been the man on with this offense tonight with a 13-yard gain.
Yeah, LaFleur doesn't get rattled. I mean, he's not having a great game so far, but he's still hanging in there.
And there's another tight window he just fired it through. Young Patches with an 11-yard gain in the first down. And it looks like Patches is down and he is hurt. And let's take a look at everybody coming in here. Abbott Costello, Benji Matson, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Hammer Jammer, and a few others, Lone Star Glory, Packers Fred. Thank you guys for joining in here tonight for the AACL. You are watching the number 12 Running Rebels and the number 2 Bulldogs going at it here tonight in Las Vegas. And that is a handoff to Grant Wright for 4 yards.
A 3rd and 2 here. I think they're going to keep running it. I mean, it looks like they've got the defense a little bit off balance.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the first quarter here, guys. 10-0 lead here. I did not actually see UNLV coming out like this in the first quarter, which is a good thing for them. I think it's throwing Louisiana Tech off a little bit, but let's see how the Bulldogs respond here in the second quarter. And that's going to be I think it's first down. And that's a fake handoff, and LaFleur is off to the races. And what a great run there by LaFleur. 23-yard rush right straight up the middle.
When he has to run, Chad, he does, and it's effective, man. He doesn't do it all the time, but it's always for a good positive gain when he decides to keep it.
And there's a fake handoff, and LaFleur once again. That's a 4-yard rush. Both quarterbacks right now, when they need to run, they have been doing it very effectively. And that is going to bring the Bulldog offense back up again. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun look. LaFleur with the fake handoff, and he's going to keep it himself again. Barrel over a guy. He gets a first down, a little bit more. 1-yard gain for Peter LaFleur.
He just laid that linebacker out.
Man, I mean, just laid him out. 4 wide receiver sets, 3 on one side, and there is going to be the pressure there from the runner Rebel defense. LaFleur goes down. Doug Glatt with his first sack of the game.
They needed that. The defense needed something positive to build up some momentum.
Yeah, looks like the runner Rebels so far 136 total yards of offense. The Bulldogs was 74, and LaFleur dropping back here on 2nd and goal. He fires in the middle. Eric Harrison with a 7-yard touchdown.
That was a good series by Louisiana Tech. Again, you can't say enough about LaFleur. He's a great captain out there on the field and keeps his cool. He makes a mistake, gets up there, and just continues the fight.
Yeah, with that drive right there, that's exactly the way they need to answer, after UNLV taking a quick 10-0 lead. You got to take the crowd out of it a little bit, Robo. I mean, what do you think about that drive right there by the Bulldogs?
I think it was an excellent drive. UNLV, they had a lot of good opportunities, great defense, but ultimately their quarterback for Louisiana Tech, the game over just then.
And Matty Britton with a decent return there, and that will be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Let's see how the running Rebels response. Looks like a heavy set formation. And that is going to be a handoff to Scott Johnson, and he's going to have a hole. He's going to get a first down a little bit more. 12-yard gain there for Scott Johnson.
That was more than a hole. That was like a whole zip code he could run through.
That was
I think UNLV, put their Johnson in that hole. That's for sure.
They definitely did put their Johnson in that hole. And that is a 1-yard gain right there for Scott Johnson. I don't know if I can come up with as much sexual references as the almighty Greg Soto, but that was a pretty good one right there. McCrack dropped it back. And he's going to, I'm not even going to try to keep up with Greg Soto. There's no way. Jericho Kane with a 15-yard reception there. And McCrack, 8 of 9, pretty efficient tonight at 148 yards. And the fullback in motion, and that is going to be a handoff once again to Scott Johnson. And he's going to get nothing on that run. It's going to be 2nd down to 10.
Yeah, I think Louisiana Tech right now needs to get some a big play here on defense, a mistake, capitalize on a mistake by UNLV.
McCrack dropping back. He's looking. He's going to fire over to the right side, and that is going to be an incomplete pass broken up there by number 40 for the Bulldog defense, and that is going to be a 3rd and long here for UNLV. They are 2 for 4 tonight, 50% on 3rd down conversion. And that is going to bring up the single back formation here by McCrack. He's going to change the play. He's going to drop back and look. And he fires over the middle, and that's a complete pass. Looks like Matty Britton may have been the catch. Nope, that was not Matty Britton. That was David Nixon with his first catch of the night.
Need to put some pressure on the quarterback. I mean, they're dropping back in cover 3, and it's just not working.
And there's a fake handoff to Johnson. McCrack has got all day to throw, and he finds his receiver over on the left side. David Nixon again, 12-yard gain in the first down. And the running Rebels are going to be in that hurry-up offense here. Single back formation once again. And that's going to be a pitch out to Johnson. Looks like he's got some room. He just barrels over somebody. And that is going to be about a 10-yard rush. They're not going to give him the first down, but it is going to be 2nd and inches.
Yeah, angry run, Chad. That was an angry run.
That was a very angry run. And we are going to be 2nd and inches here, and that's another handoff to Johnson. He gets the first down. He gets a 3-yard gain, but he does not get across the goal line, and it is going to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line here for the running Rebels.
Louisiana Tech's got to do something. I mean, they're just getting run on too easy.
And Scott Johnson gets the handoff and walks in untouched. Touchdown UNLV, and they take an even bigger lead here. Pending field goal could be up by 10. And,
I think Johnson figured out that this is definitely a game of inches.
Yep, definitely a game of inches. I don't have much inches, so it's going to be a very short game if it comes down to me. See, I can try every once in a while to keep up with Greg, but I can't come up with beef bus into Tuna Town. That was, I'll never forget that quote as long as I live. Never heard beef bus in Tuna Town.
Oh, dear Lord.
That's pitiful. And we're seeing some great highlights here and taking a look at the chat once again. Thank you guys, everybody, for jumping in here and watching this game tonight. We are excited that you are here watching the AACL here for some week 3 action. And there's a handoff, and it looks like he barreled over the defender right there. Grant Wright getting a 5-yard gain.
A decent 5-yard run on first down, but the offense of Louisiana Tech is running okay. My concern is the defense. They need to rise up, and they haven't shown a whole heck of a lot so far.
And the UNLV secondary playing really good there, playing tight defenses. LaFleur had to just throw it away. And that's going to be a 3rd and about 5 here for the Bulldogs. 3 wide receiver set. LaFleur drops back. He's got some time. He's going to fire over to the outside, and that is going to be caught, but short of the first down. Robo Jim only getting 3 yards. Great defensive play there by number 4. And that is going to result in the Bulldogs having to punt again. And Maddie Britton here could make a return, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So that is going to put the running Rebels pretty close to midfield. And it looks like they're going to be taking it from the 45.
Is that the shortest kick in punter history right there? It seems
that was not a good kick at all.
Yeah, it was not a good kick at all. And look at this run here by Scott Johnson with authority. 13-yard rush on the first down.
Louisiana Tech has not shown an ability to stop the run, so if I was UNLV, I would just, do ground and pound.
And it looks like it's going to hit the outside once again. Looks like it's going to be Jericho Kane there on a 10-yard gain, and that will be a first down. And that is going to be a hurry-up offense here. Dustin McCrack, 11 for 13. And shotgun split back formation. Tight end in motion. McCrack looking, and he's going to fire to the outside, and that's going to be a great catch there by Denabola for 16 yards.
And no pressure at all on the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world. They're showing an ability to pass, an ability to run. Louisiana Tech has got to do something, make some adjustments at halftime because their defensive playbook ain't working today.
Man, I got to tell you, I don't know if you guys seen that stat that just popped up. UNLV has 13 first downs so far in this first half compared to the Bulldogs, who have 4. I mean, that just tells you how the game has been so far for the Bulldog defense.
And I don't know what the actual stats are, but it seems very well balanced between this UNLV running and passing game.
And Scott Johnson knocked back for a 4-yard loss. Rasheed Harris with his first tackle for loss on the night.
Yeah, they need to record that play and show it at halftime to the players and say, this is what you need to do next half.
And here we go, shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set. McCrack drops back. He's looking. He's going to be firing over the middle, and that will be caught. Denabola with a 6-yard gain, and that is going to be 4th and 3, and UNLV is going to have to settle for a field goal. So UNLV is going to, pending the made field goal here, letting the time run down what it looks like, maybe possibly having a 20-7 lead going into halftime. Yeah, and with UNLV in this offense, this season so far, they're averaging a little over 350 yards passing while just averaging just over 70 yards rushing a game. And so when Robo was talking earlier about how balanced this thing has looked, it has. I mean, this is a more balanced attack than what we've seen UNLV do the past couple weeks.
Yeah, they're definitely their rushing total is gonna be a lot higher than their season average.
Yeah, that is for sure. And we're going to see what Steve the Pirate can do here. And that's going to be a return here so far down the sideline. Actually, it's Eric Rogers for a 36-yard return, and that's going to put them just past the 40. And this is decent field position if you're the Bulldogs. First and 10. LaFleur drops back, and it's a little screen pass, and he's going to be able to get that to Grant Wright, and that's going to be snuffed out there. A 2-yard gain. But
I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He ran right into the blocking. If he would have stepped into the lane, he would have had wide open first down.
Yeah, he would have. And looks like another screen pass, and that's going to be stopped right there also. A negative 1-yard gain. And right now, I mean, if you're the Bulldogs, go away from the screen pass. It is not working right now.
Yeah, the receivers for Louisiana Tech, they're not helping out LaFleur at all. They're just making stupid decisions after they catch the ball.
Well, Young Patches is helping out right now with a big 12-yard gain there and a first down. LaFleur, 10 for 12 today, only 62 yards, but he does have a single touchdown. LaFleur drops back. He's going to fire over the middle, and that's another big catch there. Eric Harrison with a 14-yard gain, and here come the Bulldogs on the Running Rebels side of the field.
Yeah, they're in field goal range, so hopefully they can cut it down to at least a 10-point lead.
And then he's going to be dropped back there by LaFleur. He's going to fire over the middle. He finds his running back, Grant Wright, again for 5 yards, and the Bulldogs look like they called a timeout. Are they going to kick the field goal, or are they going to go for it here?
What?
I'm kind of surprised by this move here.
No way.
3 wide receivers set. They're not even going to try to trim the lead. That's a deep shot to the end zone, and that was just dropped.
That was the dumbest. That was incredible.
But that might be the dumbest thing I have ever seen in the AACL so far. You are in for sure field goal range. I don't know who the kicker is for the Bulldogs, but he must have no confidence at all in his kicker. And we're going to go into the halftime show here, 20-7, UNLV with the lead. Guys, what do we got to say about this UNLV offense? I mean, this has been a well-balanced attack. They have just looked very good tonight.
Yeah, that's the word, balanced. I mean, both sides of the ball. Louisiana Tech hasn't shown an ability to stop them on either side. I mean, they got to go back and make some major adjustments for Louisiana Tech, and I would suggest that they get a little more aggressive and try and pound the quarterback a little bit more, make him think when he goes back there.
Very interesting. And let me ask you, Robo, I mean, because we just heard Charles talk about what Louisiana Tech needs to do to get back in this ball game. In your mind, what do the Bulldogs need to do to get back in this game?
Trust your kicker. Let him take them points. Kickers are people too, and but they really got to establish some kind of dominance, whether that be the passing or rushing. But I haven't seen anything worth mentioning thus far.
No, I mean, and I agree. I think Louisiana Tech needs to, start pressuring the quarterback more. Try to get McCrack to be off balance a little bit and make an interception, make a turnover, something. So
they need to dust take the dust off that McCracken. So,
yep, very true. 257 total yards for the Running Rebels today. Only 121 total yards in the first half for the Bulldogs. And they are going to start out here in a 4 wide receiver set. There's a fake handoff, and that is just over the middle. And looks like actually it was incomplete. Wow. It looks like it was broken up there by the defense.
One of the things that Louisiana Tech might want to think about is maybe running the quarterback a little bit more, because he's shown an effectiveness, when he gets the ball and runs it.
And there's a handoff to Grant Wright, and that's going to be about a 9-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and short. And, yeah, Charles, I agree with you 100%. There was plays there. That one drive where LaFleur was very effective on his feet. I think that might be something they need to go back to here. 3rd down and 1, shotgun formation, tight end in motion. LaFleur gets a snap. He drops back. He's looking. He's going to be pressured, and that's going to be taken down for a sack. And Cole Mackey with his first sack of the game. And if you're the Bulldogs, that is not how you want to start this the second half.
Yeah, nobody told UNLV this was the number 2 team in the league.
And it looks like Davis with a dislocated finger. We didn't even see the injury, but he will be back soon. What it looks like. Just put some dirt on it, kid. You'll be fine. And Matty Britton looks like he's going to take this punt, and that's going to be just almost to midfield there with a 10-yard return.
And UNLV's in the driver's seat here, Chad. I mean, they haven't made any mistakes at all on offense, and Louisiana Tech has got to do something here.
I totally agree with you. Tight end in motion. McCrack drops back. He's going to fire, and that is going to be a complete pass. Looks like Matty Britton there with a 16-yard gain. And I got to agree with you. The running Rebels are in the driver's seat right now. If they score here, this could be very dangerous territory for the number 2 team in the land. And that is going to be 1st and 10. Looks like the tight end is going to motion out here. And that is going to be a fake handoff to Johnson. He's going to fire over, and that's going to be a completed pass. Looks like to that tight end. And what a great play by Denimbola for 14 yards.
It doesn't look like the plays that they're running are too exotic. It's very simple plays, but the key point here is they're executing them perfectly.
Yep, and there's another decent executed play there. 5-yard gain there for Scott Johnson, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 here for the running Rebels. Looks like they're going to be playing in the hurry-up offense here. Heavy set, 2 wide receivers there on the bottom side. McCrack drops back. He's looking. And he's going to fire over to the outside. What a play there. Look at the footwork by Matty Britton. 19 yards, and the running Rebels are right there at the 5-yard line.
Safeties were way too deep on that play. The wide receiver was wide open on the sideline. That's a cardinal sin.
And that's going to be a handle to Scott Johnson. He's got some room on the outside, and that's going to be a 5-yard touchdown run for the running Rebels. And here we go. The running Rebels can make this a 20-point lead here in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive by UNLV. It's just a total dominance, and they're a far much better team than we anticipated.
I'm going to have to ask the commissioner. I think that we may have just flipped the seedings around. Right? It looks like UNLV is the number 2 team in the land, and Louisiana Tech just not looking good tonight. If they're going to have any sort of shot in this game, this drive has to result in a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean the crew around LaFleur needs to step it up, because so far they haven't been executing. You can't knock LaFleur. He's doing everything he can, but his supporting cast is letting him down.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. And there's a handoff to Grant Wright, and there's somebody trying to help out there, getting 15-yard gain there for Grant Wright, and that's going to be a 1st down. And here comes the hurry-up offense for the Bulldogs. LaFleur, shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. And that's going to be another handoff to Grant Wright. He's going to try to get to the outside. He does get to the outside. And he's going to little truck somebody, but that is going to be a 9-yard rush, and that's going to be a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, we're showing a little bit of life here for Louisiana Tech, which is great. You do some more, 4 wide, 5 wide, and give LaFleur an opportunity to run.
Yeah, I think that's what they might need to do, right? I mean, right now they're kind of running that looks like that pistol offense, and it's going to be an option here. Look at LaFleur with his feet, and that is going to be a good run there by Peter LaFleur, and that's what we talked about earlier. LaFleur needing to use his feet more often, Charles.
Definitely, yeah, and it showed on that play.
And here we go, LaFleur once again, and that's going to be a handoff to Grant Wright, and that's going to be up the middle, 1st down and more, and right now the running Rebels have no answer for this Bulldog running attack.
And the key is LaFleur running it. When you have a quarterback that's a danger to run it, the defense is they got their eyes wide open, and you can catch them on their heels.
And Grant Wright, once again, 11-yard gain here. Grant Wright all of a sudden become a man possessed. 8 carries for 65 yards. I'm going to bet half those yards are on this drive. And it's going to be
kudos to Louisiana Tech for running the ball here. They're down by 20, not a lot of time left in the game, and they're managing this field like they were expected to.
Yeah, this is starting to look like they might be the number 2 team in the land here. I mean, they're just running the ball right down the throat of the running Rebel defense, and that's average Joe's with a 1-yard rush, and that's going to be 3rd and short for the Bulldogs.
They run that same play again, and it's a keeper for the quarterback. He's wide open in the end zone.
And right there, you just called it, Charles. Look at that untouched touchdown, Peter LaFleur, and the Bulldogs respond finally, and they're going to cut that lead here. And yeah, so not really too sure exactly what the hell Doug Britton's defense is doing there, but maybe you need to step it up there, buddy.
Is Doug Britton actually here? I thought he was at the casino.
Well, I think the way his defense is playing, he was out at the casino. He was.
Okay.
I heard Adele is starting to put a show there in Vegas, so maybe he went to an Adele show.
Adele show.
Look at the drives here for UNLV. Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal. I mean, they have just done it all in the last 5 drives here of the night for UNLV. let's see what this offense can do. Can they extend that lead once again and put more pressure on the Bulldogs? And Scott Johnson with a handoff here, he's going to get about 4 yards.
And let's see what the Louisiana Tech defense can do to help their offense out. They gotta disrupt something on the UNLV offense and get that ball back.
And there's another handoff to Scott Johnson, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that play. Yeah, you would think with the Bulldog offense and how it looked that maybe that excited this defense a little bit. Let's see if that's the case. And the Runner Rebels here with a 3rd down. And that is going to be a handoff to Johnson. Once again, he does get the first down a little bit more. He's going to be able to break a few tackles. And he's going to get just past midfield there on an 11-yard gain.
That offensive line of UNLV is just manhandling the Louisiana Tech defense.
Yeah, they have not gotten much pressure on McCrack all night. But right now, it's just looked like it's just going to be a running game here. Scott Johnson coming to the outside there with a 1-yard gain.
If you want to touch McCrack, you got to go right up the hole.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you don't want to try to go around it. I mean, you want to just, swipe it like a credit card, right?
Swipe it like a credit card.
Swipe it like a credit card. Swipe it like Soto does at the Hollywood Hustler store.
There you go.
Split back shotgun formation here for the Running Rebels, and that's going to be another handoff to the running back here. And look at this. Scott Johnson with a negative attempt, and that is going to be 4th down for the Running Rebels offense. I don't know if I've seen them in a 4th down yet. Maybe once.
Yeah, it was a huge play by Lumberjacks. I mean, he was very disciplined, stayed in his lane, and when he saw the running back coming his way, he just did what he needed to do, made that open field tackle.
And this has got to be the first punt of the night for the Runner Rebels, and that is going to be touched back out of the end zone. A little too deep there, buddy. A little too deep.
Yeah, this isn't an SFL broadcast, so I can say that was a shitty punt.
That was a shitty punt. This is not the SFL. Damn it. I couldn't survive in an SFL broadcast, I don't think. And there's a deep shot right there on the first drive, and Peter LaFleur, incomplete, good defensive play there.
It didn't work. That play didn't work on that play action, but the good thing is it's keeping the safeties honest. They're not going to try and creep up. If LaFleur tries to run again, they're going to have to stay back there and look for the deep pass.
And there's a screen pass, but it looks, almost broken up right there, but not really much to it. The Bulldogs, that screen, as they have tried that screen, it is not going to work, guys. I mean, UNLV has been sniffing that play out all night. He was lucky he didn't get knocked back further. And that is going to be a 3rd and 11 for the Bulldog offense. They got to get a first down here. And Doug Britton finally getting back to us. I left, thought it was in the bag, had to come running back. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And what a hit there by the UNLV defense. And that is going to force a 4th down and a punt for the Bulldogs. Not what you want to do here when it's winding down at the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Louisiana Tech offensive line is not helping their quarterback at all.
And that is going to be received by Maddie Britton. I think it's Maddie Britton. Yep, Maddie Britton there just getting across the midfield, and they are going to start in Bulldog territory. So good field position here, starting from the 45-yard line for the Runner Rebels. Get a first down, and you're in field goal range. 1st and 10, shotgun formation, and that's going to be a pass right there to Maddie Britton. And that is going to be just shy of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I mean, I would just, I'm a little more conservative, I guess. I would just run it and run it and run it because they haven't shown an ability to stop it. And you don't want to make a mistake and give the ball back to Louisiana Tech and give them some life.
All right, and as Charles said, this is not an SFL broadcast, so do not put your 4s in the chat. And we are going into the 4th quarter here. 348 total yards of offense for the Runner Rebels compared to 150 yards of total offense for the Bulldogs. And play action pass and Jericho Kane getting nothing out of it. Put your 69s in the chat, everybody, because I like to be wined, dined, and 69, as Kevin Malone said.
Hey-yo.
And that's going to be I formation here, and that's going to be a fake handoff, and that is going to be a pass just over the middle. McCrack with a complete pass right there to, is he ever going to get down? Jimmy Carey with an 18-yard gain. There you go. Dave Axis coming into the chat, flipping me off. Fuck you too, buddy. Right back at you, bitch. Like, I'm just going to pull out Kevin Malone quotes. And that's going to be a handoff to Scott Johnson. He does get to the outside. He is breaking tackles left and right, and that is going to be a 9-yard gain for the Runner Rebel running back.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely in control here. Just keep running it, using that strength of their offensive line just to push it into the end zone.
I would love to see a Dustin McCrack. And that is an interception.
Hey, that's what you don't want to do.
What in the world is McCrack doing? I was just getting ready to say I would love to see
not have been in bounds. I don't know if they're going to challenge that, but I don't know if that defender's foot was in bounds.
That's a good question, but it doesn't look like they're going to challenge it. And that is going to be first down. And Peter LaFleur, look at the running room here, and what a big hit by the defender. Great hit there by number 42, and that is going to be a 2nd and 1. That's the play that UNLV should have just ran.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's another fake handoff. Looks like LaFleur's going to go right up the middle for a first down and a little bit more. 9-yard gain for the quarterback.
Put it on his shoulders and say, guys, just get behind me. I'm going to take you to the promised land because nobody else is stepping up on that offense.
LaFleur, shotgun formation, fake handoff once again. And look at the defensive line getting to LaFleur with a sack. Justin Blanks with his first sack of the night.
You can always tell that the offensive lineman fucked up when he's standing there looking at the quarterback with his back to the line.
Yep, that is correct. He's looking like, oh, my bad. And that is going to be...
I'm going to get a memo from the league office on my language, sorry.
Oh, I'm sure the league office does not give a fuck about what we say.
Hey,
and look at LaFleur. Look at this. UNLV with an interception. And both these quarterbacks throwing a pick late in this game here, and that's a big one right there. UNLV getting the ball back on the Bulldogs side of the field.
Yeah, that could be a dagger, Chad. That could be the dagger.
That could be a huge dagger. And that is going to be single back formation here for the runner Rebels, and that is going to be a handoff to Scott Johnson. He's going to get to the outside, and that looks like it's going to be about a 4 to 5 yard gain there. Looks like they're going to give him 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Just under 3 minutes to go in the game, and I'm thinking this is going to be just run.
It should be.
I would hope. I mean, I was going to say that before, and they didn't do it. They threw a pick in the end zone, and that was a 1 yard gain there. 3rd and 5 for the runner Rebels.
We need Freddie to bounce into the booth and sing "The Party's Over."
3 wide receiver set, single back formation for the runner Rebels. They are letting this clock run down. I would imagine they'll probably just go to 2 minutes here. And I got to tell you, I mean, we talked about how this game was going to be decently close. It has been, really, but you think with the way the runner Rebels have played on offense that this would be more of a blowout. And they're going to drop back and fire and outside, and that's going to be a first down. Great play there by Dustin McCrack. Matty Britton with a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, we're looking at the ball game here, fellas.
Yeah, that was just a dagger right there for the runner Rebels. 19 first downs on the day. And that's a handoff to Scott Johnson here. 3-yard rush. Andy Hill with his 6th tackle of the night. And that is going to bring them to the line here. 2nd and 7. They're going to hand it off to the fullback, Jericho Kane, but does not get a single yard.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Kane's first rush of the night. UNLV 60% on 3rd down conversions. And that's going to be a handoff right there to Scott Johnson, and that number is going to lower a little bit because they did not convert that one. 4th and 6, but UNLV will probably just kick the field goal to extend the lead here.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's over now. I don't see Bulldogs having any sort of fight coming back here. And it is only a 2-possession game, but with the way that the Bulldog offenses look today, they've been stagnant at times. I just do not see.
Yeah, their passing is not. They haven't shown the ability to pass.
Yeah, and they really haven't taken much deep shots either. I want to see them actually kind of go for the deep ball here. See what you can do. Test that secondary a little bit because really, as you said, they haven't really been tested all night.
Well, the reason why is that the quarterback isn't given any time for the deep pass. I mean,
sure.
The offensive line of Louisiana Tech has not done their job today.
And actually, you know what? The entire team, except for LaFleur, has not done their job.
I agree with you.
Steve the Pirate with a 21-yard return here. So 1:05 to go. The Bulldogs looking for a miracle. I don't think they're going to get it. Kind of like I want to wake up every day with a bigger wiener, but hey, you know what? Does not happen. LaFleur drops back, and that is going to be incomplete. 13 of 21 tonight for only 80
You're
yards.
gonna have to give that one up, Chad, and move on.
Yeah, pump and all, and it still doesn't do anything. Shotgun formation, empty set, 4 wide receivers. LaFleur drops back. He's going to be able to find his man over there, Eric Harrison, with a 4-yard gain.
They're dropping back in deep coverage, so giving LaFleur a little bit more time to operate.
And that is going to be, oh, and look at that, throwing it behind the receiver, and that's the ball game right there. Peter LaFleur, that was a terrible pass.
That was the one mistake LaFleur made tonight. I mean, horrible pass. You can't say anything other than that.
Yeah, I mean, I was almost going to say that maybe the receiver didn't run the right route, or the receiver, just didn't do enough to get open, but that was just blatant. I mean, that was just a horrible pass by LaFleur. And that will do it. You can see the Running Rebels are in victory formation, taking down the number 2 team in the nation here at home tonight. Everybody's just going to get hammered drunk, go to the MGM Grand Casino, and just try to find some hookers and blow. And they're going to celebrate tonight. Doug Britton is going to be really excited about this game.
They're going to have to go find him.
Yeah. And that actually, you know what? That might be the key to the game, is Doug Britton actually coming back from the Adele show.
Did he actually come back, or did he just send it back?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, from what I had heard, he came in with hooker panties in his pocket and a little bit of blow on his nose.
Yeah, we need pictures to be able to confirm that.
Yeah. Pics or it didn't happen. So let's talk about this game. I mean, I thought that this would be a little bit closer. I mean, I thought Louisiana Tech would actually put up more of a fight. And they came out flat this entire game. Charles, what is your quick reaction to this?
Yeah, I hate to hammer, Louisiana Tech. Impressive. LaFleur did as best as he could, but the rest of the offense, I let him down, and I don't think that the defense was, helped at all either. I mean, both sides of the ball, they did not execute. You got to take your hat off to the UNLV offensive line. I mean, they just manhandled the defensive line of Louisiana Tech. The quarterback of UNLV had all the time in the world to go through progressions. And one of the things I liked about the UNLV offense is they didn't have a very exotic offense, but they executed it perfectly.
Yeah, that pro-style offense looked pretty good. And before I get to Robo, I do want to say, I think really, if you want to give a game ball to somebody, I would almost give it to UNLV's defense for showing up and really stopping that Louisiana Tech offense. Robo, what is your reaction to this game tonight?
Yeah, I agree. The UNLV defense played a hell of a game. But one thing the league has to realize after this game is UNLV has one big, bad, hole stretching Johnson.
And we're taking a look at the stats here. And if I saw correctly, Louisiana Tech just had barely over 200 yards of total offense. I mean, just a terrible offensive game, as we were talking about earlier. Yeah, they rushed for 97 yards of that, too. I mean, that's just... And UNLV just over 300 yards passing, I think. Maybe just under or just over, one of them two. But, I mean, the whole entire offense for UNLV, led by Dustin McCrack, just played lights out. It was such a balanced attack. I would love to see, and I didn't pay attention to the numbers, but I would love to see the total stats, how balanced it really was.
Yeah, me too. The rushing yards.
Let's see what the rushing yards here. I mean, Scott Johnson, 29 attempts, 93 yards, and they had 300 yards passing. So they basically had, right around, 400 yards, pretty balanced.
What was their average? Like 75?
Yeah, the average was just over 74. Over 70.
Yeah.
So they did a little bit better on the running side. They did a little bit less on the passing side, but they just looked so balanced all night. And here, let's look at the stats here of Peter LaFleur. I mean, he's been playing really good the past few weeks. 14 of 23, 84 yards, 2 interceptions. One of them was one of the worst passes I've seen. I think Uncle Rico could have thrown that pass better. Robo, any thoughts here about the Louisiana Tech offense?
Yeah, LaFleur, to put it simply, not LaFlourish.
No. I mean, he looked like average Joe's Jim in the beginning, right? Like he looked like, I can't remember the guy's name on the movie Gordo. He looked like Gordo before, in the beginning of the movie. I mean, he looked terrible.
He didn't have time. He didn't have time to go through his progressions.
True. I
They
mean,
got the
it really,
backfield like a second after the snap.
yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, the Louisiana Tech offense played terrible, right? And if there's anybody that's going to run laps and do whatever, I don't even know how you discipline guys down there in Louisiana Tech, but you got to blame the offensive line. I mean, look at this. I mean, they did have over 123 yards running, but I think a lot of that was LaFleur and really just trying to run, doing those long. I think he had like a long run of like 30 or 40 yards at one point.
I mean, as soon as they realized that they were going to have a problem with protection, they should have opened it up and let him run earlier in the game, because I think it would have opened up the offense so they could at least done some short mid-range passes to some success.
Yeah, well, whoever picked them to pick them there for UNLV to win, congrats to you. I mean, look at these total, post game stats here, as we talked about. I mean, Louisiana Tech, yeah, they had 123 yards, but look at the time of possession, boys. I mean, 12 minutes for UNLV, just 7 minutes for Louisiana Tech, and it just, like I said, I mean, it was 30-14. It ended up being a quote unquote blowout. I thought, when you look at the way the game was, you think it would have been more than that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was surprised, but again, you got to tip your hat to LaFleur. He played in bad conditions, but UNLV really, man, that was an eye-opening game by them on both sides of the ball. Like you said, defense played well. I'm going to say again that offensive line was incredible, and the way they executed on offense was sterling.
Yeah, they had. So if you're looking at the stats, right, they had Peter LaFleur accounted for 141 of their 207 yards of total offense. 66 yards was from other people. So LaFleur tried to do the best he could, but the weapons around him and the people who were supposed to protect him just did just a shitty job. That's all there is to it.
I mean, that one play I think what summed it up was that one play where he dumped it off to, I don't know if it was the up back or the tight end, and the tight end ran right into blocking, where he had the whole lane open and he could have got a huge gain.
Yeah, they tried to hit that screen pass quite a bit, and it just did not work for them. Right? They tried to get that implemented in there, but it just every time they had a UNLV just sniffed it out. Great defense once again by UNLV. If I got to give a game ball to anybody, it's going to be that entire defense for UNLV tonight, because Louisiana Tech has been a decently offensive team the past couple weeks. So for them to shut down the number 2 team at home, that was a great victory for UNLV. Final thoughts, Charles?
Well, I sound like a broken record. I would give the game ball to the offensive line of UNLV. I mean, they played great on both sides of the ball, but what I saw on the field was it was total manhandling of the defense of Louisiana Tech. The good news for UNLV, they've got something to build on. They've got momentum. Louisiana Tech is going to have to go back and look at the film and figure out what they need to do to help out Peter LaFleur.
Yeah, absolutely. Robo, give you the final word, man.
Yeah. I think UNLV played just a solid game. They were good on both sides of the ball. Scott Johnson had a hell of a game, and I realized Peter LaFleur didn't have a whole lot of help. He had the majority of the total yards for this team, but he also threw 2 picks, and until his team steps up and gets behind him, he's not going to have a whole lot of success.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. So, all right. Well, I think that about wraps it up here from Sam Boyd Stadium here in Las Vegas. I do want to thank Charles and Robo for joining me in the booth tonight. I got, like I said, I got to live out my childhood fantasy.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
It might even be a bedroom fantasy if you really want to.
I appreciate it, Chad. Thanks for saying those kind words.
Exactly. Did you think I was talking about you, Charles? Hang on, I'm talking about Robo.
No, I know you're talking about Robo. You guys need to get a room.
I know. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah.
If we get a room, we're only getting one bed, and it's going to be all three of us. All right. So I'm going to turn it over here to David Leathers for this call for this game, which will be interesting between SMU and Colorado. So, David, take it away, my man.
And hey, thanks, David Axis, for all the hard work. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, bitch, for all the hard work.
I appreciate that. Great job on the last game, fellas. So we're here. This is the final game of week 3 tonight. We've got number 3rd ranked Colorado Buffaloes. They're going into SMU, number 20th ranked team. And I believe I'm in the booth here tonight with good friend Gunny. Gunny, how are you doing tonight?
I'm outstanding. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing well. Yeah, looking, like I said, that this should be a good game that we have tonight, and I'm looking forward to calling it with you. We also have Freddie in the booth tonight as our third wheel on the broadcast. Freddie, how are you doing tonight?
How you doing tonight, Dave? And it's an honor to be on the call with you and Gunny tonight.
I agree. I haven't gotten to do a game with you guys yet, so this should be fun. Yeah, and I've just got the weather update. It is 64 and clear tonight in Dallas, Texas, where we'll be heading for this game. So it should be perfect conditions on the field for should be an interesting game. I think paper, maybe it looks like Colorado has the advantage, but SMU has been tough in both their games so far. Gunny, I think they were just one score games.
Last week SMU scored 30 points against the Wyoming Cowboys. Only lost by 5 points. They had 239 in the air and 116 yards rushing, and they didn't produce any turnovers.
And I think definitely it should be interesting. I mean, and especially with them having the home field advantage tonight as well, I'll be interested to see how that plays into it. Just a quick rundown of what we've got here on the screen. Colorado will be using their pistol offense and the 3-4 defense. Mo Yards, I know, had a really big game in Colorado's last game. I think he had 3 touchdowns and he had close to 200 yards rushing, or 150 yards, something like that. Over on the other side, SMU's got the one-back offense and the 4-2-5 defense. Phil McCracken has been player of the game for them for their first 2 games, so I think really the offense is going to stop and start with him tonight, Freddie.
I think it will be, and it's going to be interesting to see how SMU defense can handle this pistol offense.
Sir, yeah, that should be interesting to see. I don't any last thoughts, I suppose, before we head out to Dallas and get this thing underway.
I'm just looking to see Penis Slaughter on the sideline today. See if he has to whip it out against his team, whip him into shape. It looks good anyway.
Hey, this is Dave Axis real quick. I make the graphics, so my apologies. I accidentally spelled Penis Slaughter's name incorrectly. It's supposed to be U.S., not I.S. My bad.
All right, so I think we're gonna head down to the field now and get this thing kicked off here.
It'll be an interesting game. I'm looking to see if SMU can pull that. We saw an upset the last game, so might have back-to-back upset.
I've been looking forward to calling this all week, and we'll see if we save the best for last here here in the final game of week 3 in the AACL. And pick'ems for this game were 18-4. People riding with the Buffaloes. So we'll see if SMU can pull off the big upset here. Colorado's going to be kicking off first. SMU starting with the ball. Beautiful, as we said, beautiful night for football here in Dallas, Texas. Returned up to about the 25-yard line.
The impact player. I didn't catch the name. It passed off before.
It was
I think it was Sambo or.
Yeah, it was Sabin Diablo, I believe.
Okay, there you go, Sabin Diablo.
Incomplete pass on first down, bringing up 2nd and 10 here. SMU coming out of the shotgun. Phil McCracken coming out of the shotgun. It's a handoff, takes it around the right side. Big play out there. Up midfield, 24-yard rush.
Yeah, that was a good run right there.
They're going into the hurry-up offense. They're coming in from the Buffaloes.
We got a return over there or no? No, just a sack.
Yeah, I think they did fumble it, and SMU was able to recover it, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he did fumble, didn't he?
Couldn't see. It looked like maybe the quarterback may have fallen right back on that one. I'm not quite sure.
He recovered his own fumble, yes.
Oh, thank you, Gunny. It's 2nd and 15 now. Try and make up some of that yardage lost in the last play. Stiff arm. Oh, the double stiff arm. Running from cautious play there, Gunny.
Yeah, there's a big 3-headed monster in the SMU backfield beside the quarterback. I can't remember who the other second wide receiver is beside Diablo.
Yeah, no. Oh, nice pass out. SMU picking up the first down there. I know they like to spread the ball around, so I'm sure we'll get to see all these receivers' names tonight.
Phil McCracken's starting off hot.
Is that Phil McCracken completes another pass for first down to Patrick Abrams in that play.
There you go. That's it.
So we've got intel that Coco Zapuss is the 2nd wide receiver for the SMU Mustangs. No scoring at home.
A lot of offensive firepower with the SMU with McCracken. He's got Cassius Clay in the backfield, and Coco Zapuss and Sabin Diablo are the wideouts for the SMU potent offensive attack.
We're going to give a quick shout out to our viewers in chat. We've got Abbott Costello, another TV viewer, Benji Matson, Commander Root, Def B, myself, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Jody Moon, Caxilps06, and Freddie, of course. Thanks everybody for joining us here this final game of week 3. Dave Axis. McCracken with the incomplete pass there, but maybe for the best. You don't want to throw a pick on this part of the field, of course.
They did move down to the 7-yard line on this 2nd and goal on a face mask penalty on the previous play.
Thank you, Gunny. Phil McCracken with the 3-yard rush up the middle there. And that's going to set up a pretty critical 3rd and goal here, Freddie.
Yeah, definitely big 3rd and goal. They need to punch it in and not take the 3. There we go, right there, touchdown.
Sure, Brandon Hill gets us going here at the first points of the game. Gunny, really nice drive. Phil McCracken had the Mustangs rocking and rolling there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they took the ball right, opening kickoff, and went right down the field.
Yeah, that was an impressive drive for the Mustangs. Let's see what their defense can do now. Colorado needs to answer.
And we'll see. Colorado returning the kick here. Mo Yards bringing it up to about the 30-yard line or so. And I think he's going to kind of be the player to watch tonight for the Buffalo offense. He's a dangerous running back, to be sure.
Looked like he was having problems getting back up.
One stiff arm there, picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 now. Colorado also coming with the hurry-up offense, it looks like.
The Colorado's running that. Yeah, just do a blank.
The pistol attack.
That's right.
Yeah, the pistol. There you go.
Pick up the
Mo
first down in
Yards
that
was
last
the leading rusher last week for Colorado in their 170-yard rushing attack.
That's right. Wheatbush almost coming up with the pick right there. For Colorado, probably fortunate to just have a complete pass in that last play. It's out to the flat on the left side. Craven Moore picks up 8 yards and sets up a manageable third and 2 now for these Buffaloes. Man in motion to the right side. Florida man drops back in the pocket and just going to toss it out of bounds. Fairly effectively kill this Buffalo drive, I'd say.
That was a big stop by SMU.
I mean, McCracken coming out, leading them down the field, getting those points, and then the defense coming out with the stop. It's two positives so far for Mustangs tonight as they seek this upset.
See if they can take advantage of it and put some more points on the board.
A nice pass over the middle to Sabin Diablo. Another first down pass, Gunny. SMU's picking up where they left off, it looks like.
This is a bit of a tough week for the top 5 teams. Every team struggled. Even the teams that have won, UCF and Georgia State, they've been close, really close games. Except Colorado just got a big crucial turnover right there on the interception.
That's
that little commentator's curse there, Gunny.
Yeah, I was just thinking that to myself. So, Buffaloes, I'm sorry about that. You can blame that one on me. SMU, excuse me. Put a man dropping back in the pocket and incomplete pass out to the left side.
Not very accurate passing right now. I wonder if it's windy there.
A slight wind tonight in Dallas, yeah. So we'll see how that affects things moving forward. Florida man running it out to the left side, getting nice blocks, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. 24-yard run, Gunny. Impressive.
That was impressive. I was thinking they were going to use Mo Yards on that touchdown play.
That was the Florida man that was like in week 1 and week 2 right there.
We'll see if they kind of are able to use Mo Yards as maybe like a decoy sometimes, and get some of these other guys involved in the offense. Could be an effective strategy. But anyway, you slice it. We've got a tie game here after that. 7-7. Coco Sapus bringing it up at the 25-yard return, and SMU will take back over, trying to avoid another turnover on this drive.
I believe McCracken's going to go back to throwing the ball more. He's not done throwing the ball.
I tend to agree. As it gets us started with the 6-yard completion to Sapus. McCracken probably has short memory. I think he's going to put that interception behind him quickly, most likely. Oh, and he was a second interception on that play. Really, I mean, right to the linebacker. I think that was number 43.
It Looked like he threw it straight to him. Getting the earful from the coach.
That's SMU's second turnover in the first quarter. They had 0 turnovers last week.
That is a very interesting stat, Donnie. Thank you. And I mean, this defense has just been really opportunistic for the Buffaloes so far. They complete this pass over the middle, 15 yards to Craven Moore. They're in the red zone already.
I think SMU's going to get in trouble here if they don't look out.
Mo Yards fighting for just 1 yard on that play. Just 3 rushes for him for 7 so far. Hasn't really gotten going yet, but we're interested to see if Colorado will work him in a little bit more. They go right back to him on this play. More, so it's 3rd and 7 here.
SMU needs to stop right here until a field goal. Let them get in there. Good play.
That was a nice stop. They pitch it out to Mo Yards, but he actually loses 3 yards, so that'll set up a field goal for the Buffaloes here, trying to take the lead. Is up. That's good. So they weren't quite able to pay off the turnover with 7, but they do come away with points, and I still think that's a net win for Colorado, Gunny.
It is. Colorado has scored 10 points off turnovers.
Yeah, very. Like we were saying, just opportunistic, and see if McCracken gets any more conservative with his passes, if he just keeps slinging it here. Pass goes out of bounds.
Looks like he's just going to keep slinging it.
I mean, that would be on par with, sort of the SMU offense that we saw in the first couple games of the season. I mean, he really is the engine that makes this thing go or not go. I sort of feel that SMU is going to go, as far as McCracken takes them. Come to the quarter break here. It's Colorado 10, SMU 7.
Pretty good first quarter we got here.
I'd say I'm entertained for sure. It's been fun to watch. McCracken will try and end up going for Mustangs here. Nice pass over the middle. That was a 17 yards to Silver Thurfer.
Silver Thurfer, yes.
Mike Tyson tried to say Silver Surfer. Got it. Kraken breaking 1 tackle. Can't break the second one though. He'll lose a yard on that play. It's 2nd and 11. Go salute on the tackle.
Need to make sure they give some running plays to Cassius Clay. Keep him involved in the offense.
Gunny, you're getting your wish there. They go right to him. Picks up 3 yards. It's up third and medium here for SMU. I'd imagine they'd be passing on this.
Yeah, probably there. But
it's going to Phil for Thurfer.
we're both wrong.
They did hand it off, and it's a 3-yard loss. And Van Hammer making the big play. I know he was a player of the game, one of the games so far for Colorado. So big play there to sort of end the drive.
A nice stop by the Colorado Buffaloes on that drive.
Very nice, and SMU's punt will end up in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
And SMU Mustangs need to make a stop for themselves right here, because this game could get out of hand real quick here if Colorado scores again.
That's a great point. If Colorado's their offense going, you've definitely seen how dangerous they can be in the first couple games of the season. So get Mo Yards going could be trouble. He has a nice run on that first play.
Oh.
Very nearly intercepted by Colonel Sanders there. It was Fortunate once again, Buffaloes that did not get hit with the turnover there.
That was a stop by the Mustangs.
That was interesting. It's back-to-back drives now. Both teams had third downs. They both ran it and both lost yards actually on them. Tit for tat, SMU gets a stop and they'll get the ball back.
Yeah, you have to remember that Colorado had the last two drives. They were a short field. They're already on the Mustang side of the ball due to the two turnovers.
Yeah, good point. SMU's got some pretty good field position here. Starting the ball with the ball on about the 50, maybe just slightly past.
Need to go back what they did that first drive.
Pick up just 1 yard on first down.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
4 wide. They'll run it up the middle with Clay. Sets up yet again another manageable third down. We'll see if they can convert it this time around. Kraken just it's an incomplete pass over the middle there. I'm gonna say almost not quite no man's land, so SMU is gonna go ahead and punt this and try and pin the Buffaloes down there.
I think if they'd have had their percentages up on aggression a little bit more, they might have went for it.
I think just maybe not quite where they wanted it to go for it there, and unfortunately they weren't able to pay it off either by pinning them as the ball went into the end zone. In Colorado, Florida man has a nice pass there to Craven Moore, and that's on about the 32-yard line now. They 2.5 minutes here. They can kind of take their time and move down the field. I think man maybe caught in a glitch right there is big for loss of SMU on that play, Gunny.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I thought he already handed the ball off. That looked like the Statue of Liberty play, but nobody took the ball.
Yes. Shout out to the Boise State Broncos and the Statue of Liberty play. One of my favorite NCAA games of all time. The short toss to Mo Yards, can't really do much with it, and SMU gets another stop. I mean, their defense has been stout so far here. Really, both defenses have been stout so far in this one.
Looks like both offenses kind of went to sleep.
SMU gets a nice return. Coco Sapus, nice return, 18 yards on the punt return. So they'll once again be in pretty good field position.
Yeah, I mean Diablo and Thurber and Coco Puss. I mean they need to get the ball. Those are their playmakers.
You go right there.
Here is a huge play to Patrick Abrams, 45 yards. That's going to set up SMU in first and goal now.
Biggest play of the game right there so far for the SMU.
Absolutely, that was huge. SMU to run it up the middle. About 3 yards for Clay there. Really, the field goal ties it, but they would really love to get a touchdown and get that lead heading into halftime. Play rolling into the end zone. SMU pays it off, and I just got to give them their kudos for that. They had that huge play and just ran it in, Johnny.
I think we have somebody in the chat wanting to know who won the games earlier tonight. I think San Diego State lost, didn't they? San Diego State lost 24-21. And UNLV upset Louisiana tonight.
That game was 30-14.
And in that one, Louisiana Tech was the second-ranked team. So I definitely think we're seeing, I've seen every week, I think, in this league so far, is that rankings are, it's fine and well to be top 5, top 10 team, but any team is vulnerable for sure. Upsets are definitely commonplace, or have been so far in this league. It makes it fun, I think. Any given Monday through Thursday night per Dave Axis.
UNLV was ranked 12th going into that game. They'll definitely be in the top 10 in your next week's poll rankings.
I should think so for sure. Colorado's
General Booty on the reception.
Yes, sir, and Colorado still with a chance to get some points here before halftime.
Ooh, big hit.
Yeah, big hit on that play. Luckily, Florida man did not fumble it. It was just an incomplete pass, I think. We'll stop the clock and give 2nd and 10 here for the Buffaloes offense. Dump it off to the right side. General Booty able to get out of bounds. Not quite get the first down, but manageable here now, 3rd and 1. See, Colorado's been 0 for 4 on 3rd down. This year they just need 1 yard. They're not going to be able to get it. Mo Yards loses 2 yards on the rush. SMU is just really, they've gained good pressure in the backfield, it feels like. This entire first half, really, Gunny.
Yeah, I hadn't really seen a lot from the stars of the defense for SMU, David Ferguson, but it seems like the rest of the team is stepping up to stop the Colorado from getting some long drives. They've been scoring on the shorter drives and the interceptions, but now that they've been getting some rest, they've been stopping them the last 2 or 3 drives in a row.
Sure, and Colorado is just going to run this clock down, and SMU seems fine with that with just 1 timeout. Ball bounced around there off the returner. I think SMU.
I think he turned over. I think it was a fumble.
No, they still have the ball.
Oh, okay.
It was almost disastrous for SMU.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Shouldn't even touch the ball.
Let's play it safe here. Give it to Clay. Gets 8 yards. That might take us into halftime.
That'll be the last play of the half.
Sir. We've got a 14-10 contest here. We were saying before the game started, SMU is looking for this upset. Freddie, I think this is a pretty good start for them on the path to doing that. We've seen some good stuff out of their offense and their defense, I'd say, in the first half.
Yeah, I'm impressed with SMU's defense, how they're handling the Colorado's running game and just keeping them out of the end zone altogether.
Sure, it's see some of the plays here. Definitely turnovers. There was a few plays. I'm thinking of at least 3 that were almost nearly turnovers as well. So we've had just 2 so far on the SMU side. But I think both teams could have potentially had more than that.
SMU's doing well with 2 turnovers and having a 4-point lead starting the 3rd quarter.
Sure, and Gunny, any thoughts for you? I'm a little surprised that Colorado hasn't been able to have more success running the ball.
Their biggest rush of the 34 yards was the 24-yard touchdown scamper by the quarterback, Florida man, and both of SMU touchdowns were both by the first and second string halfbacks Brandon Hall and Cautious Clay.
As we get this second half going, yeah, it's almost the opposite of sort of what I was thinking going into this. I figured Colorado would be the one run game, and SMU would be the one sort of like slinging it. And really, SMU's been the one, like you said, that's been running it effectively. So this continues in the second half.
This is a big drive from Colorado right here.
Yeah, Colorado's used to these tough games. They had a tough game last week against Minnesota, 29-23.
Oh my goodness, Colorado busting off the huge run right there. Just when, starting to say what's going on, Mo Yards isn't doing much. He turns the game around on one play. We know he can do that. We've seen him. This isn't the first time we've seen him do this, but this was a really impressive run, Freddie.
Very impressive. On the first play of the second half, that was a big answer right there. Now, SMU might have their backs against the wall.
Extra point is up and good. That'll give Colorado the 3-point advantage, 17-14 here, and SMU is going to have to answer now.
I don't know exactly how long that how that run was, but it was at least over 60 yards.
Sir, and included a broken tackle as well. Mo Yards just a monster out there. It's fun to watch when he's running well.
The longer runs we've seen tonight.
McCracken, nice safe pass over the middle. Just going to take what Colorado's defense gave him on that play. So I'll set up a 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, pass out to the right side, and Adam Woods did make the catch. Not quite enough for the first down. Got 3rd and inches here for Mustangs offense. They're going to go ahead and throw it again. Another nice pass by McCracken. Really put that one right on the money for Diablo, Gunny.
Yeah, the 11 receptions that McCracken has completed, 4 of them have been to Abrams, and I believe that's the 3rd one for Diablo.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to spread the ball around a little bit. Really, I think their offense is most effective. A 1-yard pickup there. 2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs. Give it to Clay up the middle. So it comes up with a nice 7-yard pickup, setting up another very manageable 3rd and 2 this time.
And that middle's being wide open most of the game.
Sir,
is he going to break it? Woo, I thought he was.
Is just fighting for extra yards. It's fun to watch. Clay and Mo Yards get going. Could turn into a running back showdown here.
The battle of 2 big backs.
And we can give another quick shout out to all our viewers. We got Avid Costello, another TV viewer, Bob Funk, welcome in, Commander Root, Dave Axis, of course, Def B, myself, Doug Britton, Gunny McGuire, Jody Moon, Caxops 06, Ladybug, and Freddie. Thanks everyone. And I think we're all getting what we wanted to see here. This has been a really entertaining game tonight, and SMU is certainly right in it for that upset. Colorado's been playing well. Really been fun to watch. These two teams just going at it tonight.
Tight game on both sides.
Absolutely. 3rd and 5 here, and SMU completes it for the touchdown. Silver Thurfer. What can you say? That was really just a great route, and McCracken put it exactly where he had to, Gunny.
That was an excellent pass to Silver Thurfer, the tight end for the Mustangs.
There was a 9-play drive, 63 yards, took roughly 2 minutes off the clock, and with the extra point good, SMU will take a 4-point lead now.
We got to figure out. It's going to get interesting in the 4th quarter.
These teams keep going back and forth like this. We'll see. Could be a lot of points, and potentially could come down to who might have the ball last, I suppose.
Turnover. Somebody has a turnover here.
We'll see. Yeah, that was such a great run by Mo Yards there. He just broke the tackle and then he just hit the turbos, and boom, he's gone. And just really, like I said, great route by Thurfer there, and pass was on the money from McCracken as well. Colorado coming out in the pistol now. Hand off to Mo Yards, and nothing going on that play. Stop for no gain. Freddie Davis on the tackle.
The linebacker played that play well.
So here's another. They go right back to Mo Yards there. So 5, good run, and that'll set up another manageable third down here, 3rd and 5. Colorado sticking with the hurry up and the pistol. Pass is sailing. I don't know who that pass was to, Gunny.
I think the running back run into the quarterback and kind of threw him a little bit.
Yeah, hard to tell. Colorado punting this one away though. Big stop for SMU defense though. I mean, they had a chance to go up by maybe 7, maybe take a 2-score lead if they can come up with a touchdown on this drive.
They just need to do what they've been doing. That's all they got to do.
So there's another handoff to Clay, who's starting to really get going tonight. He's rushes for 67 yards, 5.6 average. Backing over the middle, that one's incomplete. Another 3rd and 5 here. Got four wideouts. Go ahead and hand it off, and Clay is not going to be able to get there. It's 3 yards, and so that'll lead to a 4th and 2. And yes, another punt. His defensive sort of trade-off stops.
Yeah, they're playing field position. See,
Yes, sir. And
get them deep.
SMU's special teams gets the tackle. Looks like right about on the 20. Yeah, so Colorado takes back over, and we got about a minute 22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Yards taking the handoff right away. Big stiff arm there, and he'll pick up the 1st down as well. We're 100 yards on that play now for Mo Yards.
Van Hammer was the one that did the punt return, and he also is leading his team with 5 tackles.
That's a good day.
Van Hammer. Oh, big pick by SMU right there. Takes the tackle. He's going to take this to the house. That feels like a game-changing sort of play.
That could be big. I mean, it looks like he just threw it right to him. He just read the play altogether.
Yeah, I mean, Vincent just stepped up right there, and Colorado guys that are not used to tackling really, and he was able to just take that into the end zone. So with that and the extra point, SMU now is an 11-point lead with about a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
I don't think Colorado's ever been down more than 10 points.
And after that play, and sort of considering where we are in the game now, I mean, it sort of puts a lot of weight on this particular drive for Colorado, I think, because I mean, I feel if you come away with nothing out of this, it's going to be sort of tough. You're just going to start to run into the situation where you're running out of clock. Eddie Powell with a nice run there, 14 yards.
Handling it, with the running back. Don't worry about throwing the ball.
Certainly, plenty of time here still for the Buffaloes to. Oh, nice broken tackle. 3 broken tackles there by Randy Powell. He attacks another nice run, 16 yards on that play.
He's gained 30 yards in 2 plays.
3 yards in 2 plays. Nice clip. Takes a negative -1 yard loss there, and it'll set up 2nd and long here for the Buffaloes. Man with a 3-yard rush on that play. So it's up 3rd and 8. Time continues to tick here. Under 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Play here for Colorado's offense, and they're just gonna tossed that out of bounds. I guess nobody was open. Another big stop by this SMU defense, Gunny.
Yeah, Florida, I don't think he passes the ball too much. He's 9 of 17 for only 68 yards. They're going to need some passing yards from him and some arm strength in the fourth quarter to make a comeback.
Yeah, I should think so. And just 13 seconds left here for SMU. See how much of this clock they're sort of able to use up. Dangerous pass there. Banhammer, I think, coming up with the deflection. Yeah, we'll see.
Could have been a big pick right there.
Nice stop by the Colorado defense there. Earl Tatum at the tackle, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. So put your fours up in chat if you're so inclined, or not. Either way is fine. But SMU, hey, they're 5 minutes away, guys, from pulling off this would be a tremendous upset. I mean, 20-3. That would be huge if you get it.
What?
Starting off the fourth
Put
quarter
my 4
here.
up and 69 up in the chat, mister.
Thank you for that. The 96 as well, perfect. SMU starting to put together a nice drive play with the 7-yard rush out to the left side. I'll bring up 2nd and 3 now for the Mustang offense. If they get points on this drive, they're really going to put themselves in good position.
Yeah, Colorado definitely got to tighten up right here. They got to tighten up.
Picking up the first down on that run. We'll go right back to him. -1 yard rush on that play. Just continue this hurry up offense. McCracken dropping way back in the pocket. It off, and that was a 6-yard reception by Clay on the right side, setting up a 3rd and 5 here about midfield. Colorado desperately needing a stop here. The clock is definitely not their friend at this point.
Yeah, SMU needs to eat a little more of that clock up. They hiking that ball awful quick. They could be knocking 20 more seconds off.
I was thinking that as well. Colorado. Doug Britton, Dave Axis would like to know: did you steal his 71 joke? He has been using that for many years. Colorado now with this critical drive here, Gunny. I feel they have to have points on this. I think.
They need to start passing the ball. They need to go to the air attack.
That's a little bit late to be running it.
They're hoping for another Mo Yards, huge touchdown run, but I don't know if they're going to get it. They've got 3rd and 6 now. This is a huge opportunity for SMU to get stop here and really kind of sink the nail in the coffin if they get it. Florida man just throws it out of bounds yet again. I mean, he's not even at 75 passing yards for the game, which I guess I find a little surprising.
Great coverage by the SMU Mustang defensive back. Ain't nobody open.
Go for it on 4th and 6 though, and they're going to pick it up. Jermaine McRae with the 18-yard reception, keeping Colorado's hopes alive here. Florida man in the pocket. A lot of pressure. He'll let it fly. The pass was thrown by quite a bit. It's probably fortunate to not throw a pick on that one.
Yeah, he was very fortunate.
And then 10, they're just going to let Florida man throw again. Over the middle, Craven Moore coming up with the catch, 14 yards, and Colorado's into the SMU side of the field now.
So the first time Craven Moore's name's been called in this second half.
And we'll see if Colorado can work him the ball any more here. Florida man takes a hit right there, but they'll rule it an incomplete pass, which will stop the clock. Second and 10 now.
Yeah.
Arm was going forward. Thank you, Gunny. Florida man, more pressure, and looks like they just Colorado receiver dropped the ball there, I think is what I saw.
It looked like it, and plus the Colorado receivers are just not getting open for Florida man.
And they're 0 for 8 on third down today, so we'll see if they can finally get one here as they let it fly, and that's going to be intercepted. SMU, I think probably the nail in the coffin on that play is Caleb Turner coming up with the pick. Was another underthrown pass by Florida man.
It just shows you that they ain't being top ranked, they ain't being safe. You've got a big target on your back.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think no team is safe in this league. Upsets, so it can definitely strike at any time. And SMU's, they played great tonight, Gunny. I've got to say, I'm very impressed with Mustangs, offense and defense, really both tonight.
Yeah, they've that one. They've got 2 interceptions. Each team has had 2 turnovers. Right now, you're going to see the Cautious Clay show for the next 2 minutes.
So, and Buffaloes are starting to get into their timeouts here. They've got just 1 left. Imagine they'll probably use it here, and they will. So that's it for timeouts for Colorado. 2nd and 7 here for the Mustangs, and sort of thinking they're going to keep it on the ground here. Yeah, so I mean, this completes the trifecta for our first 3 weeks of the season. We've seen the number 1 ranked team, the number 2 ranked team, and the number 3 ranked team all go down at some point. So it's been wild. It's been a wild first 3 weeks of this young league here.
UCF plays Georgia State next week.
SMU, the big pass completion to Patrick Abrams there. He's up at 120 yards receiving for the game, and that's really going to put this thing to bed. I would imagine they'll just run it now.
It's a well done job by SMU Mustangs. I'm going to have to give it to Art Vanderlei. Well, good job.
Oh, for sure. It's this was an impressive performance. Running the ball, their defense is, came up with some big plays, and they did what they had to do. They got this to get this this big upset win. It's their first win of the season, so big congrats to SMU. Any impressions here as we take a look at the stats and such?
Well, look at the yardage there. I mean, was that rushing yards or passing yards? One of them had 200, the other one had 46.
Yeah, I'll take a look in the post game and see.
Yeah, I saw something said something and something said 300, but I didn't catch what it was. On that last run, Cautious Clay had 99 yards. We were thinking he was going to get a couple yards to get over the 100, the century mark, but he got a -2, so he ended up with 97 yards rushing.
Couldn't quite get it, but I'm sure he's going home happy tonight. As will be all the SMU Mustangs fans here in Dallas with this 28-17 win over the number 3 ranked Buffaloes. Third running back tonight to almost get to 100 and not quite get it. Maybe the
Mo Yards got over 100 yards, I know.
Mo got over 100.
to take a look here at the team stats from this game. 326 yards of total offense for SMU, 255 for Colorado. Yeah, those third downs are, 0 for 9. You're really not gonna. I don't know at what level of football you can win doing, going with an 0 for 9 on third down percentage like that, Gunny. 0%. That's tough.
Yeah, anytime you get 0%, sounds like my grade point average in computer classes during school.
Phil McCracken, not a spectacular game, but hey, he did what he had to do to put his team in the situation or position to win, and Clay, 97 yards in the touchdown. Abrams had the big game, 120 yards. Great game by Patrick Abrams. Yeah, it was balanced tackling for SMU tonight. Nobody really standing out in that particular stat department. Jackson did all his extra points. That's all was asked of him. Supposed to a very nice job in the return game tonight, both on kicking and punt returns. Yeah, Florida man, just a tough outing tonight. Could never really get it going. Yards at that one really nice play, but yeah, he was sort of contained. Other than that, I felt. Yeah, not much to speak of for the Buffalo receivers tonight. And Hammer had a nice game. Felt like he was all over the field tonight for the Buffaloes. Funk letting us know in the chat we were down to 5 undefeated teams after this game here. Knocked Colorado out of the undefeated ranks, and 5 teams without a win as well. So some symmetry there. Yeah, so we'll head to post game here. Gunny, maybe I'll go to you first. Any final thoughts on this one, or maybe the week as a whole here in the AACL?
For Colorado, when your rushing team gains 155 and your passing attack only has 100 yards, you got a problem. The SMU, the biggest play for them was the Sam Vincent pick 6 that propelled them to their victory. Each team had 2 turnovers. And they split their all 3 of their touchdowns came from 3 different recipients. Brandon Hall with a rushing TD, Cautious Clay with a rushing TD, and Thinner Thurber on a receiving touchdown where and again the pick 6 were the 28 points for the SMU Mustangs. On the other hand, Colorado scored on a big, long, over 60-yard run by Mo Yards and a 24-yard run by Florida Man, the quarterback, and they also had a 37-yard field goal early in the first half for their 17 points.
Oh, thank you for all the stat breakdowns. It's definitely good to have all that context.
Great job, Gunny. Great job, buddy.
Absolutely. We see the players of the game here. Both of the halfbacks, probably not surprisingly, Clay in yards, and then Danny Vincent had the pick the late for the touchdown, I believe, for SMU's defense. And Rob Hogan with another nice game tonight. I want to say that he was defensive player of the game in an earlier game this season for Buffaloes, so he's had a nice season for himself so far as well.
He was player to watch for in this game from last week as well.
Absolutely. So good. Some good takeaways at least for Colorado. And of course, a disappointing night tonight, but not 100% bad, of course. Freddie, how about you? Any final thoughts on this game or anything? Any of the
Well,
we saw
like I was
tonight?
saying earlier, I'm very impressed with SMU's defense tonight. How they shut down Colorado running game and passing game. Only 100 passing yards. That's pretty good job there. Them defensive backs were really shutting down them wide receivers. It wasn't giving the quarterback no place to throw the ball. But it's going to be interesting to see SMU can continue this run because they're going to have a big game against Wyoming next week, another undefeated team. So can they knock another team off the top of the rocker?
Yeah, that's going to be a big game, game to watch for sure next week.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah, so I think on that, on that final note, I think we'll wrap this up. Thanks everyone again for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna pass this back off to Dave Axis, but once again, I had a great time in the booth. Thank you, Gunny. Thank you, Freddie. This was a lot of fun. And Mr. Axis, back to you, sir.
David Leathers, the man with the best first name in the AACL. Thank you for that call, along with Gunny and Freddie. And then earlier, of course, the calls on the other two broadcasts. We had Chad, Charles, and who was with him? Was it Robo? And Robo.
Is Robo.
Oh, and Robo, okay. And then Soto, Yogi, and Gunny on the first one. So I appreciate everyone who takes time out of their day, their night, their week to help with these broadcasts. There's a lot of games to do. And, I mean, there's no way in hell I ever want to do them all by myself. So, Bob Funk, thank you for that confirmation in the chat. The 5 remaining undefeated teams in the All-American Coaching League after 3 weeks. Central Florida, Wyoming, Washington State, Akron, and Georgia State. I don't know. Did you say, Gunny, are you still on here? Did you say 2 of these teams played? Georgia State and UCF play next week?
Yes, I believe I may be traveling to the Orlando to play Central Florida next week.
That's going to be a huge game. So guaranteed next week, after next week, we will have no more than 4 undefeated teams. I gave Freddie some bad info. Wyoming will actually be traveling to UNLV, which makes me very scared after what I saw earlier today, not SMU. I gave Gunny some bad info. So those are 2 of your top games for next week. In the meantime, if you are part of this league, if you are a coach in here, you are in the server, I'm about to send a big message about some changes we're going to do for the broadcast schedule. So I'll be looking for that as soon as we go off the air. I'm going to try to ping that out to everyone, before we hit midnight. I feel like midnight's kind of the cutoff. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock in California, and that's what I'm used to still anyway, so that'll work for me. But other than that, we saw 2 huge upsets tonight. The number 2 team goes down. The number 3 team goes down. Number 1 almost lost last night. Like David Leathers mentioned, we've now seen 3 top seeds go down in the first 3 weeks of this season. We've got lots of football to play this season still as we start week 4 on Monday night.
Division rivalries in week 4.
Oh, we're coming up. We got some divisional play coming up in week 4. That's going to be a lot of fun. And just for those of you who are new or maybe don't follow the schedule, we do divisional games in the even weeks and we do non-division games in the odd weeks. So weeks 4, 6, 8, and 10 will all be divisional games for the rest of the schedule. So lots of great football, lots of great rivalries, lots of great divisional play yet to be had. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thanks again to all the people that have been broadcasting. And we will see you back here Monday night. Let me see. Do I have the schedule made up? I do have the schedule made up already. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern right here. First game of week 4, SMU, who you just saw upset Colorado, playing Kansas team who just upset San Diego State. So we are going to be right out the gate on Monday dealing with some really good teams and some really good games. So please join us then. In the meantime, this has been the All-American Coaching League brought to you by Axis Sports. We'll see you Monday night. Have a great weekend. Good night now.